Oh, we could hear you.
Oh, okay. I be forgetting the red is on. Thank God
Uh,
I ain't do nothing crazy just now. Oh my God, what's going
my
on?
bad. Red is on, and when you see the music is on, we're definitely on live. I just leave it on for the people.
Yes, my mind is all over the place. I was just in a trance. Good afternoon, good evening. What's up, man?
Happy Monday.
Yeah, yeah, yes, sir. Good Monday, good Monday. Hopefully, what I mean, things go my way. Lord, I don't ask for much. Let's get a sweep. Let's get a sweep going tonight. Oh man,
Oh
God
Jesus.
is good all the time. Yeah, we going there.
So
Yeah.
I mean, how was the weekend?
Ah, terrible, terrible. But still here, still still going. Everything
Besides,
good though.
so the Lakers losing didn't do enough. The Celtics about to lose, not doing enough
Hey man, I ain't never seen this before.
ever.
I ain't never seen this. Like where two teams is like heavily favored, and they losing in this fashion. At least some of the Lakers games was kind of competitive. That Miami Celtics, man, whoo, baby, wow,
Let me know if
wow.
you hear me good because I can feel it glitching on the website for some reason. I'm good. You can hear
No,
me good.
yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah,
let me
man.
start there because do you feel like as a Knicks fan, do we feel all right? We wasn't that bad because the Celtics are way more talented than we are from what we from the beginning of the season, right? That's what everybody said.
I mean,
And they're
well,
getting manhandled. We got 2 games out of these guys.
I mean, I feel yeah, but let's be realistic. We got one that we almost didn't get. Excuse me, when Jimmy Butler didn't play. So and at least game six we fought till the end. But I'm very upset because I was saying before the playoffs started and everybody was laughing at me, besides you, when I said I wanted all the smoke with Boston, and people thought I was bugging, and I've been saying that all season, and this is why. We had an opportunity to get to the finals. That's a fact. This is why I was so upset with my Knicks. This is why I was so upset when Luke and Kyrie just basically gave up with of course Mark Cuban. This in these playoffs this year, you never know. Everybody had an opportunity. Everybody. So um but I thought Boston would be the favorites out of everybody since they went last year. They were so good this year. Um the way they beat Philly. But the little struggles that I seen with them in Atlanta, I kind of figured this. Because remember, big shout out Bleeze. He took Miami, even though I said Miami may win. But remember, I took him, but Bleeze went out on a limb. He went on the edge on everybody. And he like didn't hesitate. But remember, I said I wanted that Miami Boston first round. I said I'm taking Miami, and people thought I was bugging.
Right.
Listen, I'm gonna say this about Boston, and I've been saying it, and you've been saying it. Tatum and Brown is too inconsistent. You cannot be that inconsistent in the playoffs. All right, regular season, I'm not listening. But in the playoffs, you cannot be that inconsistent. Also, the role players is overrated. I've been saying that. Um, I like Al Horford, but when you run into somebody 10 years younger than you, more explosive, more athletic, just all around better than Bam, Marcus Smart is being exposed. Will both the big guy, the tall Williams. I like the other Williams that he got into the dog fight with Jimmy Butler. At least he showed some fight.
Grant Williams.
Right. I like Grant Williams. The other Williams getting exposed. Brogdon getting exposed. Once again, when I say some teams have overachievers, people tell me I'm bugging. Boston is a good team. They're not a great team. And Eric Spoelstra is coaching circles around them dudes. And I'm mad that Boston is trying to blame it on their coach. I'm very upset about that.
Well, talk about that some more, because I think that's what you hit me with earlier. You wanted to get into scapegoating, and Barkley was big on that last night. Well, after the game,
Barkley is always big on that. Shaq is always big on that too, because Shaq always say, big shout out to them brothers, Inside NBA, best sports show on TV the last 20 plus years. By far.
Shout out Nick Pillow. He said,
Nick Pillow always showing
Marcus
love.
Smart, loves Marcus Smart being exposed. I cried tears of joy last night.
Exactly. Nick Pillow, that's why you our guy, for real. Like I said, on our platform, we keep it real, man. It's nothing personal. Hey, we just love talking like this, man. This is what we love to do. But we not afraid to speak our mind and talk about the topics nobody talks about. But let's get back. Shaq always said this for years. After a while, it ain't about the coaching. We superstars, we know what we got to do on that floor. And you know me, Fabe. I'm big on get the coach out of there. This coach is not a bad coach. I like how he sometimes coaches when he don't waste timeouts, even though that bit him in the butt. Pause. Couple games. But he's being scapegoated. I don't like that he went up there and blamed it all on himself, and nobody, any of the players, took it upon themselves to say, no, that wasn't the coach's fault. That's on us. He's been a great coach for us. We like him, but like nobody vouched for him. Nobody vouched for him, and their play on the court is terrible, man. Like, did you see what Jason Tatum had on? Did you see his outfit going to the game?
The whiteout outfit, that's what they called it.
Like with the white church shoes with no t-shirt on, like who? Yo, man,
he's ready to stay in Miami.
No, but you dress like Miami. Real talk, you dress like Miami Vice. You in a dog fight. Listen, man.
Who's in the dog fight?
No, I'm just saying. Well, yeah, of course.
But I was laying down, man.
Yeah, I'm very disappointed with Boston. Very disappointed, even though I didn't pick them to win a series. But to not be competitive at all. Listen, man. This NBA offseason, I love it. It's gonna be so much movement, and I love it because the super teams, bad/decent coaches, players is getting exposed. It's getting exposed.
I don't want the super teams and the coaches are getting exposed.
Yes, big time. Your thoughts on that?
I've never been a fan of super teams. I've never been a fan of I never liked LeBron on a Miami Heat. I've been consistent with that. I never understood that. I didn't want Kyrie and KD here on the court. Now on the court they do make sense because you see Booker and KD. Oh my God! But team chemistry is everything. The Miami Heat and the Denver Nuggets are proving to you that the fit on the court and off the court is everything. Just like off the court, what do me and you be doing? We talk all the time. All that shit means everything. If there's too much ego, we're gonna be like, yo, Fabe, calm down. Like that has to matter. Marcus Smart was the guy who called him out in the locker room last year. So I thought he brought some of that into the game. Now, on top of that, the Ime Udoka thing's gonna look crazy in the light. Like that, I said it from in real time when it happened. I was confused on how they handled it, and then you replace him with this guy another rookie coach. Now the only benefit from this, and I don't want to veer off, is the fact that you got Nick Nurse waiting in the wings. I can't see Nick Nurse just taking that Philly job right now, or any coach you have in mind that's going to be better than Joe Mazzulla. You cannot take any job right now. You can't, because the Boston job's going to be available. So you gotta use that for negotiating tactics. Because Joe Mazzulla's out of there. Ain't no way he's staying there right now.
But all right, but hold on, I'm going to get to that. But let me just go back. I don't mind super teams as long as you win. My point with super teams is y'all dudes do this and don't win. See, that's what's comical to me. So, I like to each his own. I beef about it because it's like y'all guys are just doing things just to do it. Y'all ruining organizations. Listen, y'all messing up like Phoenix Suns. I don't want to veer off, but Phoenix Suns, as great as Kevin Durant is, Cam Johnson and Bridges was panning out to have like spectacular careers. Not saying that they're still not going to have one. But now you go from being with Devin Booker to a disaster. And then Phoenix don't even get to the finals. So I'm listen, let me calm down. Let me calm down.
But look, stay right there, because Boston, we didn't think of them as lacking depth like Phoenix. Like if you replace Jaylen Brown or even Tatum with Kevin Durant, we were thinking going into it that now the writing was on the wall. We didn't talk about this. They had problems with Atlanta, big time. Trae Young was killing them. They had problems with they went to 7 with Philly.
They should have lost to Philly.
They had problems with the Heat last year. They were actually one jump shot away, Jimmy Butler short of losing that conference finals.
And you heard what Jimmy Butler said at the podium. I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, they're not.
Of last year. You hear what he said at the podium? Remember last year after they lost in Game 7?
Yeah.
We're going to be right back here. He know the man. Bro, we had y'all dudes. So, yeah, man, go ahead, though. I'm sorry. I just want to say that.
But again, that's now when we said the last couple of years, there's been an argument. Would you rather have Jason Tatum or Jimmy Butler? I've been saying I'd rather have Jimmy Butler. He's not going to be more skilled. He's not going to be better. The regular season, you see all that. But now you see that's the guy you want on your team. It's not only that, okay, we have a chance of winning. Forget all that. I want to root for that dude. That's a part of being a fan.
Right,
There's certain people we don't want to root for.
Right, but what you're saying is correct. But let's not go too far. If remember, a lot of these questions is asked before the playoffs. So the year Tatum was having compared to Jimmy Butler, of course, many of us is going to say we'll take Tatum. But now seeing it unfold, remember in the regular season, Jimmy Butler's not doing this for whatever reason.
Right.
So remember, Boston 2 seed, Tatum at one point was a MVP candidate. Remember, he was going crazy. So of course, before the playoffs, you're going, I'll take Tatum. He's younger, stronger, probably better skill set. But now when the playoffs start, you going, I'm taking Jimmy Butler. It's not even close.
But hold on, Allball. No, we've been saying this for the last ever since he got to Miami. Because the bubble run, people overlooked it. We were like, hold on, he did this in Philly. So he gained some of our, because again, it's what you always talk about, and maybe for whatever reason, let's take you for example. You go, nah, I don't see enough because I don't see you're blinded, but it's easy to be human and be like, there's no way he's on Tatum's level skill-wise. It's impossible. But then you going back to the intangibles, and there's so many people that, let's say a Skip Bayless, for instance, he rides on that so much that you'd be like, I don't want to be on this guy's side about anything in life, right? But it's true. I'd rather have Jimmy Butler, who takes you there and he's just willing to do anything to win. And most of all, we kind of take that term and make it seem like they're doing everything. No, they're doing everything to win, meaning even if I'm not the man, I'd rather not look at Joker. I'd rather not be the man. If it takes them, let them get hot. Because now I'm about to start killing. So Jimmy Butler's comfortable with. And there's another thing too, before we move on from that. Like I seen Draymond Green, I think it was Andrew Bogut. Everybody's talking about the undrafted. Like this is like a term.
Green get on my nerves. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but like this is a slanderous term. Like, bro, let's not forget this is the Pat Riley way. Anthony Mason, John Starks. You had guys that they come into the game. It's just like in football. You'd rather have the second and third rounders because they're more hungry. They're gonna tear your head off. Those are the guys you want on your team.
But it's not even that. Like Draymond Green, do you really think those guys care that people are saying they undrafted? They don't care.
I think it started with Spoelstra because he said he came out in the press conference like, enough of the undrafted.
Right. No. But Spoelstra's, listen, what I'm saying. Yes, you're right about that. But of course, Spoelstra's supposed to say that he's gonna protect his guys. Like,
why is Draymond? But why is Draymond?
but I'm saying, you think Duncan Robinson? You think them guys care that people was going y'all undrafted? No. Right. They got their bag and they playing great solid. They don't care about that.
Nah.
So to me, that's trying to make content out of nothing. Ain't nobody think about that.
Great
Stop
point.
it. What's the difference from saying that to, he was a late rounder or he was a second round? Yo, man, that's just a figure of speech. Nobody's intentionally disrespecting those guys.
Right.
It's just the fact that you got 4 undrafted players playing like they Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. That don't supposed to happen.
Right.
So like what Miami Heat is doing, they're shocking the world. I don't care what nobody say. If you're not shocked at the same time, happy for these guys, then something's wrong with you. This is must-see TV, and this is why I've been saying this is why Jimmy Butler's a superstar, because what he's doing is must-see TV, because night in, night out, you going, how is this happening? And he don't shoot no three-pointers. Are you kidding me?
In this era.
Come on, so, you know.
Yo, stay right there. That's where I get like I get the whole. See, me and Dom always go talk about this, and you know, shout out to our people. They always talk about evolution. But you know what evolution means? Like when you evolve, it just means you change. You have to grow. You have no choice. If you don't evolve, you die. Basketball is never gonna die until it does. So it's gonna evolve. This 3-point evolution thing, and the point guards allowed to travel, and that's not a real good evolution. It might have been a de-evolution. And Jimmy Butler, Kawhi Leonard, Devin Booker, they're all mid-range guys.
Go ahead.
No, keep adding on. Like where does Bam play at? Bam doesn't shoot 3-pointers. That's not his game. The Joker, he shoots threes, but he's primarily trying to dribble. So we don't. I'm tired of hearing that. Like enough is enough. And these are we talking about who are the latest champions? Like the Golden State Warriors shot 3-pointers last year, but look at Boston made it, and look where Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown are not making their bones at in the mid range. So Jimmy Butler is, and enough is enough, and we just got at least finally going to get his props. They look like they're going to the finals. This is amazing. Denver's going to looks like they're getting past the Nuggets, but if who should get the blame should be Tatum and Brown, 1,000%.
Yes, but listen, I don't think the coach should be fired. He did it. Listen, I'm not going to fire a coach. Once again, he was on the coaching staff. They got to the finals last year. You pick up right where y'all left off at. So it's different if they got bumped in the first round or they didn't make the playoffs. You're in the Eastern Conference Finals. It's just, you're getting out coaches that are bad things. Spoelstra is a 2-time champion. Spoelstra is one of the greatest minds in basketball. Spoelstra is the greatest coach right now in basketball. So to me, losing to that is not as bad as what them guys is doing on the court. That has nothing to do with the coach. I'm sorry. Like a big shout out to Cuz Black Car Rob, who's a big Boston fan. He said, yo, on live last night, he said, yo, too, Spoelstra played the zone. I played basketball. Never was great like these guys. If you don't know how to be the zone at the professional level, that is not coaching. You kidding me? Y'all been playing since y'all was 5 years old. So, listen, they going to scapegoat that coach. And I'm big on, you know me, I'll get rid of a coach quick. I think that coach is a good coach. He proved it throughout the year. They should have lost to Philly. They pulled that out. So let's not forget that. My thing is, you got to blame the core. Marcus Smart, where you been at? Tatum, Brown, very inconsistent. Come on, man. Come on. So I can't blame this one on the coach. I'm sorry. I'm not blaming this one on the coach.
And it's what Beloved said. Shout out to Beloved. We went to his the live city game yesterday at Riverbank Uptown. He's been saying that, like, you can't beat his own. All the ball play. See, that's the thing where, again, you can play a video game, or all I could do is rely on them. That's what it means, something, because there is no how you say that, a GoPro camera. We can see what the hell they're doing out there, or feel. You get a feel for the game, and you cut through a zone or whatever it is. And let's go to Nick Pillow's comments, and just the comments in general. Mazzulla admitting he lost the locker room is insane. I thought it was, because I think that's a point where you got to call the guys out.
But you know what's crazy about that, man? Nick Pillow, man, really appreciate you, my brother. My thing is, how did he lose the locker room? That's just my only thing. Like, he seemed like a good young coach. How did he lose the locker room? Listen, he's protecting them guys, man. He's protecting them. Listen, I have no inside. This is just my opinion. He doesn't want to throw them under the bus because he doesn't have the cachet to do that. And I've never really seen coaches do that. I've never really seen a coach throw their team under the bus. I'm being honest. What are you supposed to say? Yo,
well,
man,
Doc Rivers.
Right. But I'm just saying, let's be realistic. 99.9% a coach is not going to say, listen, man, I'm doing my job. My players ain't doing their job on the floor. They're getting punked out. No, they're going to take the high road and protect their players.
But do you think that's something, though? Do you think that's something? Do you think because of Doc Rivers saying that about Ben Simmons and the way that came off, that Joe Mazzulla might be thinking about that? Does that play into it?
That's a different situation. Let's be realistic. That Ben Simmons situation, that was tricky, man. And they made that young man, even though I don't know what happened with him in Brooklyn, but it goes to show you it wasn't all his fault in Philly. So what Doc Rivers did was wrong, but I think that narrative was being ran so much that Doc just fell right into it. But this coach here, like I said, he's protecting them guys. And I'm just mad at them for not getting on the podium and protecting him. Whether he's going to be fired or not. Hey, man, that's our coach. He didn't lose us in the locker room. We playing stink. That's our fault.
And Jaylen Brown did say that. Jaylen Brown did say this is embarrassing.
Right.
He's shooting like 10% from three. RJ Barrett has had a better series against the Heat than Jaylen Brown. And I mean, if going into the playoffs, we would think Jaylen Brown's clear cut above RJ Barrett. But again, it goes back to what we said. I don't see like all the hype between them. I thought Jaylen Brown was better than Tatum last year. I thought he had more dog in him and everything.
Well, yeah.
But the championship kind of unraveled him, and now it's looking like, yo, Jason Tatum is Paul George-ish.
Now let me say this. Big shot Papa Schmurd. I always argue with him because he a big Jaylen Brown guy over Tatum. I tell him Tatum is better. It's easy. Tatum is better, right? But let me just say this. I watched the game. My opinion, once again, no facts. I don't know. I don't have no insight or none of that. But watching the game, ever since Marcus Smart called them guys out, to me, there's been friction. You can tell on the court with Jaylen Brown. It's times I've seen Jaylen Brown with the ball, Marcus Smart is going like this, and Jaylen Brown is ignoring him. What another thing? How do you think Jaylen Brown feels? And this is no excuse for you to play stink. But how do you think Jaylen Brown feels when Marcus Smart is always taking the last shots?
Yeah.
So, for one, y'all don't look happy. Y'all might not like to play with each other. See, that's the difference with Miami. Big shout out to Booger. Booger called me last night, right? And I'm gonna tell you why he told me he loved what Miami's doing, because he always preached this. He go, yo, too, you gotta take care of your players. Take them out to eat, hang with them. He said, yo, man, on the court, they playing for each other. You can tell they happy. They look like they want to play with each other. They celebrating with each other. That means something. So now when you see the other team, it's like any fight. It's like anything. Once you see a chink in the armor, once you see blood, oh, we going for the kill. Man, Jimmy Butler and them is out there going, they look at them in their eyes. Body language. Oh, they don't want this. Let's get them out of here.
That's such an important point you made, because I think Draymond Green is like that. Say what you want about him, right? But I think he smells fear on people. I think Jimmy Butler smells.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
They smell fear. They smell like, oh, you ain't a real dog.
And you know what Jimmy is doing? Jimmy's in the locker room telling Khalid, Martin, Vincent, Strus. Listen, big shout out Duncan Robinson. He was a laughing stock. They paid him, didn't play him. This man ain't played damn near all season. Remember, we done forgot he was on the team, and now he's a factor. Listen, Jimmy Butler's looking at them dudes, Larry and them, Bam, look. Listen, y'all, these dudes don't want it. Let's get them out of here. And hold on, Faith. Let's not forget, Jimmy Butler was coming off a sprained ankle.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
This guy's a dog. This guy's a dog. And it's like a football mentality. And another thing I want to add about the Miami Heat, regardless if they win a championship or not, they didn't tank. Like the Spurs tanked. Everybody tanked.
When they had opportunities to,
They had every reason to. They had every reason to say, yo, here's Jimmy Butler. I want 5 picks. We got 22nd round draft picks, whatever they are. They should really ride that second round draft pick, whatever wave, because
great point.
We constantly compare them to the Spurs. You know what I mean? And the Spurs tanked. And it's not like they don't have, like I said, they have talent. I've seen what they did, but they didn't go this route.
Yeah, you know my thought. My thoughts. Hold on. Let me say this. My thoughts on the Spurs and Pop. Now, people may think I'm bugging. If Spoelstra gets a ring, another ring, he's top 5 greatest coach all time. And let me say this. Popovich is on thin ice. He gets away with a lot of BS. Gets away with a lot of subpar seasons. He get away with murder, man, that no other coach get away with. I don't care how great he was years ago. Spoelstra might be a better coach than him. Because I seen Spoelstra in the trenches. Pop in the trenches, listen, man, he's forgotten about. Listen, this is what Miami is doing. Listen, this is what kids need to be watching. The Miami Heat.
But they're the only one in the league doing this shit. And maybe OKC. Like OKC got a bunch of kids that are young. That coach, I still don't know his name.
No, you said it right. Miami's the only one that's doing this. There's
right,
nobody else doing this.
But OKC is working on this. Like it's the same exact setup. They take a bunch of charges. All the how you say the
I get it.
What kind of plays are those? Energy plays.
But hopefully they can stay together 3 to 5 years, and then maybe 4 years from now there'll be that team in the East that's because it's a progress. Second round conference finals, maybe get to a finals. Whether you win or lose, you get that experience. But hopefully keep that core together, because they have a promising future. But
what I was gonna say was SGA is a first round draft pick. Chet Holmgren's a first round draft pick waiting in the wins. They're not gonna have those guys. Miami Heat doesn't have those guys. Again, this is a second round draft pick team, and Jimmy Butler is a late first round pick. If I'm not mistaken, I gotta look that shit up. But the Heat, they're the only ones doing that. Pop, I don't want to kick them while they doing this because
I will. I'll kick him while he's down.
Oh, I know, but it speaks to what I've been saying about Eric Spoelstra. I don't understand how you have Doc Rivers in the top 15 coaches all time. Don Nelson is overlooked. Guys like that, to me, I always look at because they're thinking outside the box. Like the Phil Jackson thing to me, you're really more like I say Martin Scorsese. Like, of course you better make a great movie with Leonardo DiCaprio and these all-star casts. These other guys like Akira, I forgot how to say his last name, the Japanese guy. He changed filmmaking. These guys, they're really creative. Like what Pop is. What remember? Spoelstra came from nothing. He's a video guy. I'm watching videotape, just like Jeff Van Gundy and Stan, well, primarily Jeff Van Gundy. You sitting there watching tape when you earn your way to the top. And again, that's the mentality that the whole team has. Pop doesn't have that mentality. He came from Larry Brown or whatever it is. So Pat Riley recognizes that because he was he shot the Joe the Destroyer Hammond from Uptown.
Oh yeah, Joe Hammond, Harlem.
Joe Hammond. Pat Riley beat him out for a spot, but he still respects Joe Hammond. He knew he was more talented than him, but Pat Riley beat him out for a spot on the Lakers. Pat Riley was working in the media. Then he became a coach. So he knows what it means to work his way up into an organization. He recognizes hard work. He recognizes a killer.
But you got to remember, Pat Riley comes from that era, Lakers Celtics, where I don't care how talented they was, you had to be tough. You had to be a grinder. Then remember what he did with our Knicks. Like, so he knows what it takes to win. It's not only about talent and skill set. That shit is about heart, determination, discipline, teamwork, fighting for one another. Like that's what life in sports is about. So when you have all these teams where everybody is just prima donnas, everybody just want to look cute and dance and play around, Miami is coming out there strictly business. Strictly business. So I think it's great for basketball. Yeah, a lot of people want to make it seem like, oh, it ain't good for money and business. Listen, man. So it ain't all about the money. It ain't all about business. It's all about putting out the right product. And I think Miami, God, hopefully I'm rooting for them. I hope they win a championship. But I think a Miami-Denver championship will do a lot for the NBA. They may lose some money, but they're going to gain a lot of respect. They're going to gain some props because it's turning into a clown show. I'm sorry. And all people do is look at the back of the jerseys. They don't even watch the game. Prime example, man. I love Shaq, and I love Shaq, but I love Ernie. I love that whole cast. But Chuck and Kenny, when the series before it started, Chuck and Kenny, it didn't even hesitate. Yo, Miami ain't got a chance. You know what that means? They wasn't watching Miami in the season. Because if you watched them, you know they had a chance.
I think you made such a great point. Again, shout out to Beloved when I see all these kids playing ball and everyone, Matt Barnes, everyone that came through, shout out Uncle Ice, Allball Uncle Ice show. They came through. Everyone afterwards during the show, all they say is these kids are focused on highlights. They ain't even good like that. So to see the Miami Heat, you see what hard work actually looks like. I'm not saying that this is the formula to win every single season. Obviously, with a
Right. Of
superstar,
course not. Right.
that's the formula to basketball. You need one of those guys. But those guys that's the real Mamba mentality throughout the whole damn team. They should be recognized for it, even if they lose. It's some what's it, Rudy from the movie Rudy.
Right. Notre Dame. That's right. Yeah, true story. Yeah. But it also goes to show you don't have to be Curry, LeBron, and Kevin Durant to be successful. See, some of us think, you have to be LeBron to be Like I said, man, hard work on your craft. And I want to give a shout out and apology to Bam Adebayo. When he played the first round, I didn't like how he was looking. I said he was overrated. I called him a bum. I was wrong. Watching Bam is tough. And I was dead wrong. So Bam Adebayo, Allball, sincerely apologize, my brother. I was wrong. I would love you on my team. He do it all. And he undersized.
Nick Pillow saying extending Joe Mazzulla without proving anything was wild too. I forgot he got an extension. That's crazy.
Yeah. but Nick Pillow, to your point, they didn't really have a choice. That Udoka situation was bad. So, what was they gonna do?
Don't not extend them and see how the season turns out, because you don't know how your players are going to respond to that.
Yeah, but we kind of could guess why they extended him. Come on, Udoka was there. He was there right there with him. So you figure, you get what I'm saying? I understand. It might not be right, but I understand why they extended him. And once again, I don't see nothing wrong with it. I
do, because the same way we're looking at Miami, looking at stability, looking at how to run an organization. You could say what you want about the Knicks. Say what you want about Dolan. He showed out the money. We heard all the rumors about him. We know all the critiques about him. But Leon Rose been there 4 or 5 years. He's been consistent back. He back Phil Jackson. He back Isaiah Thomas. So when you have this instability, this is the way not to do it. I can't harp on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Mark Cuban messing up the way that he has and not get on the Celtics, but totally messing this up. This is a big, what you did to Ime Udoka was, I'm not saying it's embarrassing for him. You embarrassed all the women that worked there, and you kind of embarrassed the players who were saying, what did he do though? So you guys, on a PR level, on a management level, you didn't do what you had to do.
Yeah, you terrible.
And by the way, who would have known Draymond Green snuffing Jordan Poole in the offseason? And whatever happened with Ime Udoka in the offseason ruined both the championship finalists from last year's chances from going back there. Both of them.
And if people think those situations, those incidents didn't play a part in these teams, you done lost your mind. So that's why I don't give too much flack to Jordan Poole. People killed him. He had a terrible playoffs. I'm gonna admit that, because I'm a Jordan Poole guy. I told you, big shout out Uncle Weiss. He like Tyler Hero. I said Poole is better. Right now, Poole's not looking like he deserved that 140. I get it. I'm not going to say they're advocating. No. Horrible playoff series this year. But let's be realistic. You got to fake and act like you cool with somebody that snuffed you. And now remember, you seen that video that came out a couple weeks ago where Draymond tried to shake his hand or something and he pushed his hand? So we give everybody else excuses, whether it's injury, whether they being old, or whether, the team only was together for this amount of time, or, they ain't got no bench. So with Jordan Poole, come on, bro. He played with somebody that snuffed him. Same thing with Boston. There's no excuse. But let's be realistic. They handled the situation terrible. So right now, the Celtics all around the board as an organization, looking bad. And the way you losing like this, hey, man, I'm going to be honest. Marcus Smart can go. Jaylen Brown can go. What's the other Williams? I like him, but he can go.
Robert Williams
can go. It's time to move off of Al Horford. I'm sorry. Yeah.
I was Phoenix Plazy. What's up, Phoenix Plazy? I was called crazy by people, not you guys, for having Bam, Butler, Tatum, Brown. You saw the intangibles, man. You saw the intangibles.
big shout out to you. You ain't crazy. Listen, you watch the game.
And that's what we appreciate from y'all, man.
Yeah, all day. But remember, a lot of all of us. Well, for me, let me speak for myself. I would in the season, I would take Tatum over them because I look at the skill set. 6'8", can shoot the three, can play defense. But when you watch the game and see how inconsistent him and Jaylen Brown is, that's easy, Phoenix. So, hey, man, you ain't crazy. People, once again, we watch. Even though we be funny and we have fun, some people just watch the back of the jerseys. They don't watch. That's why I'm hoping the NBA next year, because they promote only certain players and certain teams. You got to start showing everybody. Stop just showing the Lakers every 2 days. The Knicks, Golden State, whoever KD and Kyrie is on, Milwaukee. No, it's good teams out there. Nobody knew how good Miami and Denver's out there because you don't show them on TV. Why you think nobody picks them for no series? But now when you see them for a month straight, you go, oh my God.
But this is to Phoenix Players East point. Everyone knows Jimmy coast through the regular season. So how are you really going to show that if he's not the superstar that's going to bring the ad money? And also we give a lot of flack to LeBron. We give a lot of flack to LeBron for coasting through the regular season. So I guess there is something too, especially in your 30s. You know what I mean? To do that, and you gotta win to coast through the regular season and win like this.
But Miami is a great franchise. They have championships. They have a great coach. So I don't see Jimmy coasting through the regular season where they shouldn't be playing on national live TV at least once a week. Like, yo, man, TNT, ESPN, ABC, yo, man, through the NBA TV, they show the same teams, man.
I mean, on a moral level, I get you, but they got, it's like Nike, man. Nike don't have certain people as a as a representative. It's just business is business, and like we said about Tim Duncan, I forgot he had a classic first shoe, but you can't take Tim Duncan over T-Mac if you're Nike. You can't take Tim Duncan over T-Mac if you're the NBA and you got a premiere show. It's basically a TV show. You want T-Mac versus Kobe every Thursday versus Tim Duncan versus Shaq.
I disagree.
No, as a basketball fan, even as a basketball fan, I'd rather see Kobe versus T-Mac than Shaq versus Tim Duncan. It's going to be crazy. They have the ball in the perimeter. It's must-see TV, Kobe versus T-Mac.
No, I agree. I think it's both must-see TV. I think you're downplaying and you're not giving the Duncan Shaq thing, as much credit as it should. But I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I'm not going to argue. I get what you're saying.
They took Shaq out of the damn league because of that shit. Oh, hold on. Shout out to Big.
Oh, my guy's in the building.
Big Javi in the building. Big Javi in the building.
Yeah. What's good?
Flea, why do I sound like what up, Flea? Why do I sound like
Flea?
Man? What's going on?
What Flea said?
He said I sound like an old man on the lawn. Get off my lawn.
Flea, what up, Flea?
Nick Pillow. Brown got more turnovers than assists.
Yeah, that's bad. Yeah, man. Listen, Boston, once again, these playoffs this year, I love it. That's why I'm having fun on social media, because it exposed a lot. You have to have good coaching. You have to be healthy. And you have to have teamwork. Those things still matter.
Chemistry.
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown having a worse series than Bubble Siakam and playoff Randall. And RJ Barrett.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Bad.
And remember, we said we wanted Jaylen Brown here over RJ Barrett and everything. Now, who knows if he just is protesting against having this coach. But even if you don't like the coach, you can't go out like that. Yeah, I don't want that guy on my team.
Listen, that's what I'm saying. I forget the coach. Listen, man, y'all on that court. Y'all better than this. So I like, they have no excuse. They better than this. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna give Miami full credit. And that's that's the problems a lot of us have sometimes when we talk about sports. Listen, forget Tatum Brown and just forget that. I'm gonna give Miami the credit. They playing lights out. They playing like they want it.
I gotta give Dom and shout out Joe Rozier. I just spoke to him yesterday about this because he's big on. Remember, he would say like the 8th and 9th teams or bums or whatever it is, but he's more like Dom, where he's like, all right, Jimmy Butler's proven himself, but when do we see that in the playoffs? If you prove him and Dom are big on playoffs. If you prove this is showtime, now what can you say? because we see you when it matters most, and now you showing up. It's like, yo, what can I really say
Right.
against? I can't say nothing against that. Regular season, I can argue you. I can argue with you. Yo, what about the playoffs though? What about the playoffs though? Now, no
Yeah.
argument.
Anything about it, Mike. Anything about a player like Jimmy Butler. Every series, he's not the best player. Not the best player. Think about it. Not athletic. He ain't catching alley-oops. He ain't shooting a whole bunch of threes. He ain't got a yo-yo like Kyrie. Like, so they giant killers, man. Listen, David taking down Goliath every round. Every round. You about to beat the number 1 and the number 2 seed. You kidding me? Now imagine you go to Denver, then beat the number 1 seed in the man. This is a legendary run, and people need to like really understand what's going on right now.
We're gonna have to go through every sport and see when we saw anything like this.
Lola Javier said Jimmy Cook they coach in college. See?
That's crazy.
Listen, man.
The coach is younger than me, dude is 34, figuring this out on the fly. I mean, he has to if he wants his job.
I'm not, once again, y'all know me, I'm quick to get rid of anybody. This Boston Celtics team, that is not on the coach. No. That is not on the coach.
Pride is pride.
Yeah, that is not on the coach.
Like, and we have seen the great Mamba mentality, Mr. Mamba himself, God bless it. There, we have seen him throw a game in Game 7 and teach everyone. We have seen this before from me.
Yeah.
I don't know if Jordan did it, but we know Magic did it. He threw his coach under the bus. So we have seen it, but it was like one game, one series. This has been a constant for the Celtics, regardless of who the coach was. They turned their season around last year, and they like that coach. So, I don't want to hear that shit no more. Spo runs zone like a psycho. No zone for one quarter. They don't throw zone out for an entire quarter. Yeah, like a real coach is supposed to do.
Yeah,
he's a real
coaching.
He's a real Belichick on. Yeah, I think
he's coaching.
He is what Tibbs thinks he is.
Bro, listen, Spo is the best coach in the NBA now.
I've been trying to advocate for that.
Hold on. He's probably been the best coach the last 3 years. Like, I'm being real. He ain't got the talent. He ain't got the talent Golden State got. He ain't got the talent when Milwaukee won. He ain't got that talent. But they there. Nah, man. Nah. Coach Spo was the dude.
I think there's a mentality to the Heat because I don't remember them tanking at all after they lost LeBron. They lost LeBron, then they got.
He ain't tanking. He ain't playing that shit.
Yeah, their approach is ill. Like even then, I was saying, Spoelstra, like even like all we gotta do more about the betting, the more gambling, the gambling stats because they'll tell you don't bet on the Spurs. They'll tell you that don't bet on the spread, the under whatever the hell it is. With the Heat, I'm pretty sure it's similar because he coaches their team so well. Rockstar Mel, what up? He was right about Marcus Smart, by the way. That's crazy. You can't do that no more. Players too emotional and have more power than coaches. So how do you explain the Miami Heat? You can't do that no more. That's a very blanket statement for a team that's about to go to the finals.
All the players that got all this power is not winning. Come on, man. Hey, listen, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, what are you talking about, man? Y'all always big on that. Yo, these niggas got mad power. Who cares? Power to do what? Lose? Get out of here, man. Come on, man. Stop it.
I'm sure at this point the locker room head is Smart or Al Horford wouldn't be surprised if they're saying if Ime was here and stuff like that. We're saying it. They're thinking it. Jaylen Brown come home to H-Town. Okay. You really want him in Houston, Nick Pillow?
He'd be out of here. I like Jaylen Brown. Like I said, I told you my problem, and I've been saying it. People thought I was bugging. Remember, everybody said no. Even Zach, shout out to them. I said, you got to split these dudes up. They holding each other back. I'm sorry.
I was saying that when people laughed at me. There was a huge laughter from the crowd when I said I like Brandon Ingram and Zion when they're on the court. Of course, they're not healthy, but I like what I see. Same thing with Devin Booker and Kevin Durant. It's just seamless. Okay, and again, shout out to Dime Dropper. This Joker Jamal Murray tandem's not getting enough credit. We'll get to them in a second.
They don't get no credit at all. We're gonna definitely get to that.
How the hell is Jaylen Brown and Tatum on that level?
But the Jaylen Brown, to me, the problem is they literally the same player. It's just one may be a little better. So it's hard to have that. It ain't like they literally the same. And I've been saying it. You got to break them up. Both of them need their own team. I don't think Jaylen Brown is good enough to carry his own team. But Tatum and Brown need to be separated. It's not working.
I don't think
Sorry.
I don't think Brown is a number one on
No.
offense or defense.
No, but he could be. So meaning, like, I would like to see him maybe pair him up with like a Damian Lillard or something like that. Like, I would like to see something like that. Or
I'm not gonna lie, I'm starting to think he's a third option, man. I'm not gonna lie to you because there's too much of this that he can't get into his head. Like, how come you can't get your own shot again? Like you just said, you can't beat the zone.
But yeah, he's a third option on certain teams, but on certain teams, he's going to be clearly a second option. But yeah, like if he goes to New Orleans, then yes, he's the third option. But if he goes to Portland, he's the second option. If he comes to our Knicks, he's the second option. But if he go to certain team, like if he go to Denver, he's the third option.
Yeah. I'm saying on the Celtics right now, he's the second option, but I don't know if he's suited for that. Just based on what even last year, I'm just like, okay, how many times you're not going to show up when it matters?
But like I told you, I honestly think I think his problems over there, and I think they're being real good, holding it down. But I think his problems over there. I don't think Jaylen Brown is happy. I'm sorry. And like I said, when Marcus Smart did that, listen, man, I'm an advocate for if you ain't better than me, you can't call me out. Marcus Smart should not be calling out no Jaylen Brown and Tatum. I don't care what that is. He ain't Draymond. You ain't help us get no hardware. No, seriously. And I'm not a Draymond fan, but Draymond got a right to say what he said. He got 4 of them things, and that was a pivotal. I played a pivotal part in that.
But what if nobody's saying anything in the locker room and he has to break the ice? I think somebody got to do it. So I ain't mad at him about that. I'm more upset that he's turning the ball over when it matters.
Fabe, it's how you do it. Talk to me like that behind the scenes. Don't say that on the podium.
Listen,
bro.
I think, but ever since then, they had a player. That's when they had the player. What you say, a conference, a meeting, and then they've changed after that. So it was him. Maybe and Phil Jackson used to do that shit. Like there's certain people that again, when you win and when you're winning, they give you credit for it.
Hey, listen, Phil will do what he wants. That's the Zen master, bro.
Right.
Come on, you know that. Popovich, him, probably spoke. Like certain players or certain coaches, they can do. Like LeBron can curse you out. It's the king. Like you get what I'm saying? If I'm Jaylen Brown and I'm watching Marcus Smart do that, what? Nigga, I believe you on zip one-on-one right now. You kidding me? So listen, it's not. This is why my Knicks. This is why we wanted Boston. God damn it.
1000%. Yo, the link is in the chat. We 45 minutes in. Well, we passed that. I don't know what BS you talking about, Mel. I mean, let's not forget Pop was on the verge of being fired in a lockout season. I want to say 98. Yeah, and then he had to come down and be a head coach like Isaiah Thomas, and they got Tim Duncan. That changes everything.
Yo,
what up, big Turbo?
Yo, Turbo, what up?
Yes, sir.
Real ish Allball. Real basketball is back. Shut up, Rockstar Mel.
I'm really just real quick. Let me just say something. I'm really upset. San Antonio got that number 1 pick.
You ain't the only one. Everybody.
No, but it has nothing to do with the city of San Antonio. Big shout to them.
No. I'm just saying everybody else is saying the exact tune that you
get that shit to Charlotte or Portland, man. Like, come on, man. Houston had a top pick a couple years ago with the kid Green in them. They got a bright future. They got a nice young core. Get that shit to Portland or to Charlotte, man. Like, come on, man. Tired of them looking out for certain people. They looked out for Pop for that. I'm telling you, that was the lookout. He ain't deserve that number 1 pick. Get out of here. All right, man. So I just want to get it off my chest. I'm sorry.
Miami is the whole coach and not just the coaching.
Facts.
Okay.
No, and speaking on that, sorry, this thing is so annoying. I hate this. With
all right, Turbo.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Let that shit out of here. That's right. Let's go.
Hey,
hold on. Hey, Turbo, listen. We family. They got to accept us for who we are. We don't care. But look, we don't care about none of that. Yeah, let's go.
You're right. But I want to be professional at times. Those sponsors might be looking at this. You know what I'm saying? So I want to. But
we about to get you why you say that? A veneer sponsorship? Let's get it, Turbo.
No. And the sponsors got to accept us for who we are. That's what makes us who we are. But go ahead, Turbo.
But the one thing that people don't give Miami Heat a lot of credit, they keep they keep their cores in house. All their former players, they keep them in house, and put them and give them jobs. You got Alonzo there. You got Bob McAdoo, who's still a part of the team because he was part of the coaching staff, but now he's a scout. Like, they keep their own. So that's what coaching is. And like you said, Allball, people could say what y'all want about the Knicks about Dolan. Dolan takes care of his former players too. That gets kind of slipped under the rug because Nick's been terrible. But we got to give Dolan his props too. He keeps some former players intact. You know what I'm saying?
Good point.
So, the Heat definitely don't get enough credit. They keep their own. They get if former players need help, Riley's is gonna take care of them behind the scenes. And a lot of people don't talk about that. I just want to pick that up.
Yeah, but no, that was a great point. It starts with Pat Riley. You got to remember,
of course,
Pat Riley is that whole culture, and he has the freedom to do that because he's a winner. From what he did with LA to what he did with New York, and then now with Miami. So they giving him the reins to do whatever he wants. Right, he got the keys, and he's remember LeBron and wanted Spo out. He stood up for Spo. You see what I'm saying? So it just goes to show you that basketball, it still matters from the top down.
Yeah.
And this is why, and remember, Fabian, I'm the only one that had the guts to say this. The Lakers, the reason why they're not going to be successful is because of Jeanie Buss. It starts from the top down. It's more. What up, Rage Man? What up, Mel? It's more than just coaching. It's more than just a lot of stuff, man. And a lot of organizations, if you notice the last couple of teams that won, the organizations was ran good. Look at Golden State with those owners all the way down to Steve Kerr, how they run that thing like a family.
Yeah.
Same thing with Milwaukee. Like, come on, man. Everybody thought Giannis was going to leave. Took care of that young man, brought his brother. So it takes a lot. In a lot of these organizations, that's why I said right now, it's good for basketball. If you don't understand from the top all the way down to the person that's sweeping the floor, you ain't going to be successful. I'm sorry.
Allball, you just made a great point about the ownership and how, like, outside of the Lakers in 2020, I consider that a outlier altogether. We can go about that all day. Outside of the Lakers in 2020, every franchise has been well ran. The Raptors, Golden State, the Bucks. But talking about Jeanie Buss specifically, like, are we ever going to get talk from the mainstream media on how incompetent of a coach she is? Now, she's been bailed out by Rob Pelinka and LeBron, considering that LeBron on this team and he's going to get what he wants. He held his end of the bargain. He did good business by passing the all-time scoring record. That did good business for him. So they returned the favor by giving him the players he wanted. But outside of LeBron, Jeanie Buss' tenure as owner is been trash. So I don't think we ever gonna get how bad of an owner she is from anybody. She's just gonna be bad until she leaves, basically.
Yeah, good point. Good point. Mel, what up?
What up? What up? You're making some great points today. I'm not even gonna lie. And then one thing I do like, even though I'm the type, I do want to see the entertainment. I like flashy players and all that. I like the Kyries, I like the Lukas, I like the excitement, I like the entertainment. I'm not gonna lie, but real basketball is back, and I hope this becomes more of a trend where it's just not superstar heavy on each team. Where and then one of the trends be like whoever win the championships, NBA team try to emulate that. So with Miami making it, hopefully. Denver, I feel like real team basketball is back, and I love to see it. It might not be entertaining, like might not be T-Mac versus Kobe, but this is real basketball. Like we're not just highlights. It's real. You really gotta, watch basketball to know what's going on.
But you know what though? Yeah, y'all all make good points, and I'll be happy when like Mel and I'm happy when all of us come on. But when Mel raised me, because like I said, y'all dudes is younger, so when y'all come with y'all opinions, which is I love like everything about y'all, Turbo too, but he my age. But I'm saying the younger dudes, like y'all got real knowledge, y'all watch the game, so I really respect what y'all be saying. Because remember, I'm older, so I be learning from y'all. So when y'all see things, I be happy because, like I said, the younger dudes, they don't even care about substance. They just want to see 3-pointers in alley-oops. They don't care about picks. They don't care about the mid-range. They don't care about pass-off, handoffs. They don't care about none of that. So
it's like
go ahead.
It's kind of like I was watching the game the other day. I was kind of agreeing with you in my mind a little bit. I'm watching. I'm like, damn, niggas talking about he is superstar. This person is superstar. He got this bag. He got that bag. Miami Heat is going zone on these niggas, and these niggas can't even know to get the ball to the middle and do a pull up. Let me finish talking, please. These niggas don't even know to get it to the middle, please. Get it to the middle and do a simple pull up, or get it to the middle, pivot, and go. Like, that's basic basketball, but you got the fucking you jelly in, you step back three, and it's like, damn, these niggas is not that real then, bro. Like, Allball be saying, I was watching like, nah, it's crazy, bro. Like,
telling you, man. I'm listen. All I'm gonna say is this: think about if you got two stars on each team, right? You won't get as many blowouts. You'll get better games. You'll get closer games. You'll get overtime. You'll get competitiveness. That's why the season be how it looks when games is blowouts and things of that nature. But like I said, man, I just think Boston is just being outcoached and outplayed, and I just hope the Boston coach don't get fired, because y'all know me, I'm quick to fire somebody. But to me, this is not on him. This is not on that coach, man. No,
it's not. I definitely agree. The fact that he got him there after all they just went through, goes to show that he's good. He was just on the staff too, so I don't put that on him. I put that on the players. I always said that. I always said that Tatum is not mentally tough. I could see it all over his body language. You could see it in somebody's eyes. And he just don't got the tone of somebody that could be a leader. I mean, he got all the talent. I honestly think Jaylen Brown overall better, considering his defense and his efficiency at times. Either they gotta influence Jason Tatum to switch roles in Jaylen Brown. Either that or letting one of them go. I'm prone to keeping both of them, because it's hard to replace what they got. 6 years of all they did so far. They got to get a real leader over there, or they got to switch their roles. I agree with what you were saying earlier. Like, get rid of Smart, get rid of Horford. He did what he was supposed to do. He took it to the finals last year.
Got the job done. Yes,
it's time to get rid of him. I'm thinking about starting Brogdon. Really.
I just thought of that. Bring Marcus Smart ass back off the bench, Brogdon. It's enough of that. You to start.
I would keep Smart. Get a third point guard. Or a wing or something. Get another big man to replace Horford. Maybe start Robert Williams. Maybe Porzingis. Porzingis is a slept-on free agent this year. So
yeah, he definitely is.
It ain't too many big changes I would make with Boston. It's just some tweaks, though.
Yeah.
The tweaks that they need to be made.
I agree.
Keeping Jaylen Brown, turning Jaylen Brown into the main guy.
I'm not even gonna lie. I'm highly disappointed in Jason Tatum. Like, I thought, when we talking tears, he just had the 50-point game 7, versus Embiid and what you call it. Know what I mean? And I'm not a Jimmy guy, but what he doing, I gotta respect that. I can't discredit nothing. I mean, he's somebody you just gotta respect. Even though I don't like him, he killing. So I just thought Jason Tatum was a higher tier than Jimmy Butler. I thought he was gonna show him like, listen, nigga, I'm one of them ones. I thought he was gonna do that this series, and it's opposite. So it's like, this shit crazy, bro. Like,
we're gonna have Mel. We're gonna have Mel give. He's gonna be that kid from the new generation. He's gonna sound like us and Rage Man and Dime Dropper, because every time we mention something, he at least. That's why I give Brockstone Mel's props. Remember, he was right about Marcus Smart.
It's not that far from us. He ain't that. He's up in our gen. He's part of our generation.
Turbo, don't ruin my narrative. Don't ruin my narrative. The point is that he still has the mentality of that. He still represents that. So to come in here and think that we just the old guys screaming at the clouds, it's not just that. We know like what we're talking about. And it's not like he doesn't. He called out Marcus Smart saying, I'd rather have Kyle Lowry, because he's gonna mess the game up for you. So
facts.
Yeah. So I disagree to Rage Man. I think I don't think Jaylen Brown is more talented. I think there's a lot of free agents out there. Brooke Lopez is available. Middleton's available. Nas Reed from Minnesota is available. There's a lot that Boston can really do and switch all this up. And I think they can really have other players, other pieces around Tatum instead of locking in with Jaylen Brown, especially with the CBA being that's going to be. Why lock yourself with two superstars if Jaylen Brown is neither one of them are the guy or the A1 that Mel just said. One of them has the chance to be. Let's surround him with as much role players as possible, like you got Joker out west.
And Jason Tatum, I'm glad we bringing up how he performing right now. I think he the perfect example of what I consider a bubble superstar. Like he made the finals, he's made first team All NBA. All he needs to do, he made it. He's there. He got it. All he needs to do is officially win, and he can't do it. So I put him right there. He's all-star. He again first team finals. He just right there. He needs that hardware. That's what I consider Jason Tatum to be. He right below that superstar level. Him and Jimmy Butler right there. But obviously this series, Jimmy Butler looking better. That's that bubble superstar. That's that James Harden, that Joel Embiid, that Jokic, where they at right now. That's bubble superstar. So that's what I consider that to be. They tourists.
What you thinking, Turbo?
Huh?
What you think?
No. I was gonna ask everybody a question, but I wanted Rageman to get what he wanted to say, and I wanted to, and anybody can ask this question. When you looked at it last night, did it look like the Celtics quit?
Yeah,
they looked like they quit. It looked like they quit from the second quarter.
Really fast.
It was like when they were just raining threes, and it was like they were just going back and forth. And I'm like, what are they doing? What are they doing? And like I said, I agree with Barkley and even in all of them saying that, yo, you just can't blame the coach. The players got to take some accountability in all of this. So, For real. Though Mazzulla does deserve a little bit of blame, but I'm not going to give him all the blame because I feel like at this point he should have probably started Robin Williams to give the energy and bring Horford off the bench. To be honest with you, I would keep Horford as far as like how Miami kept
Haslam
for just as a locker, just a veteran in the locker. So when things like this get crazy, he can be like the calm. Because you need one of those guys to calm you down in the locker room when you.
I think he's still going to get paid though.
You're going to have ups and downs. You're going to have ups and downs in the regular seasons. You're going to have ups and downs in the playoffs. Sometimes you may need that one player to say, "Yo, relax, we good." Like, "Yo, like calm down. Let's not panic." All right. We down by 10-8, but we got more. We got confidence. Like you need that one guy that can give you that spirit. But that's all I just want.
Hey, I didn't get a chance to I didn't watch the game and I didn't hear what Marcus Smart said. What did he say on the podium?
Oh, he said, it wasn't at the podium. It was during the game that I think Nick Phil was talking about.
I saw that.
Yeah, we beat y'all last year. We good. Stop talking the whole effing game. And then I think Jimmy Butler said, "Yo, they buns."
I saw that. Yeah.
I think that's an L YouTube channel because he I don't know how he does it, but he reads their lips and everything. It's like a John Boy from baseball. That guy legend something. He reads everybody's like he was seeing the whole Devin Booker what he was saying to DeAndre Ayton during the series, calling him soft. Get your ass out there. Why you letting up? Like, he reads everything. That's crazy.
Yo, listen, man. A lot of these young dudes, I think, like the Bookers, I'm gonna say Jaylen Brown. Maybe I don't know. I don't want to say Tatum, but a lot of these younger dudes, man, they really starting to understand. It's about being legendary, man. Like y'all gonna make the money. Like the money is the last thing. But a lot of you dudes, man, y'all gonna be in the league 10, 15 years, and y'all literally ain't gonna have no Western Conference Finals, Eastern Conference, no finals, no none of that. And it's like, yo, what y'all gonna do? Like, come on, man. They like these guys have the talent and the way they going out. Like Boston. I am very disappointed, and I'm mad that they're going to scapegoat that coach. That has nothing to do with him. Any other time, y'all know me. Get that coach out of here. It ain't got nothing to do with that coach. I'm telling you, it's trouble in Boston, and Rage Man made some great points. I would try to straight up trade Jaylen Brown for Chris Middleton. There's some things they can do. I think Marcus Smart needs to come back off the bench. He's not a legit point guard. I think Brogdon is a better point guard.
I said that last year. I said that last.
Right. I think Marcus Smart coming off the bench with his firepower, his defense, and he has offense now, I think suits him better. And I think him starting went to his head, man. I'm telling you, if y'all think he's not a problem in the locker room, I don't know, man. I can see on the court, I don't want to play with him.
Yo, you know what's so you know what's crazy? When they made that trade for Brogdon, did you remember he put up a post and saying, "Yo, what we need a point guard for? We're the reason why." Remember, he said that. He said that. He was mad that Brogdon
capable of averaging 8 assists, 7+ assists for sure.
Easily. No, but Rage Man, he's gonna see. You gotta remember, certain players, they're gonna do what it takes to fit the system. Like Brogdon seems like a guy that he just doesn't mind fitting in. I'm gonna do the right thing. Marcus Smart, on the other hand, in his mind, he's just as good as Tatum and Brown.
Yeah,
he thinks he's as good as Brogdon. That's the problem.
He said that. He was mad.
Yeah, so
he was upset. I'm the reason we got to the finals with me playing point guard. I get where he was coming. I get where he was coming from, but there's certain things you have to say certain things. No. Oh boy, like you said, he called them out in the locker room. He said there's a certain way you have to. There's a certain way you have to, say it. Because I'm sure we all play ball. I'm sure, of course, in our mind we feel like, oh man, you know what? I could start over this guy. I mean, there's been a lot. Even James Worthy said that when he first came to the Lakers, he was like, "Kurt Rambis, I should be able to start over." I'm just.
But Turbo, you're making a great point. But remember, certain guys can say that. James Worthy coming out of MC can say that.
Yeah.
Marcus Smart can't say that.
Yeah,
like Brogdon was successful where he came from. My point is this: for one, Smart. You threw Brown and Smart and Tatum under the bus on national TV before. Yeah. Then you did that with Brogdon. And I keep telling y'all, if y'all watch the games, as many times Jaylen Brown got the ball, I'm going to keep saying it. And Marcus Smart will be like this, Jaylen Brown is not even looking his way.
I get that, but
you're right. They might have to explore their options for real.
So they're not happy over there.
I get that. Hold on, but we could, exactly, and we could say that, but Draymond does unbelievably bad shit too, and he's the one calling people out. He's the one punching people in the face.
What's the difference? No. Hold on. Wait. The punching in the face. I do not condone that. He's wrong. Hold on. But once again, what's the difference between Draymond Green cursing you out and Marcus Smart cursing you out? Draymond Green can say, "I played a pivotal part in us getting 4 rings." Not one, not 2, not 3, 4. No, Marcus Smart has done nothing.
No, I can understand that.
You're right and wrong, Allball. He gets that because he got his chips. Draymond get that, but you still need that leadership, whether you got rings or not. Who's going to be the leader on that team? You got to have that pedigree. Mm-hmm. Somebody has to be that person, and you're the point guard, so you're an extension of the coach. Yeah. So I feel
he's not really a point guard though. That's what I'm saying.
He's a point guard. He's just a defensive
oriented. He can't do nothing else but run, point, pass, and defense and passing is his best attributes. He don't do nothing else elite, bro.
Hey, Allball, we got to give Marcus Smart his credit. He's a point guard. I mean, in the era of offense, he might not look like the typical point guard, but defensive, that's what players always used to at least root their game off of. I mean, he's solid offensively. I mean, he can shoot threes.
I have no problem with him. Right. I have no problem with him, Rage Man. I'm sorry to cut you off. I have no problem with him. What I'm saying is he's not a point guard. I just disagree with you with that. He doesn't put nobody in position. He's not throwing great dimes. They just allowing him to play that position. Now, offensively, he's gotten way better. I commend him for that. And defensively. But he's not a point guard. So what I'm saying is he's really playing out of position. They need a true point guard in there. Yeah. Go ahead, Rage Man. Go. You can finish. I'm sorry for cutting you off.
I'm trying to think. No, that was all I had to say. I just wanted to give Smart his credit, but
I think he's closer to a traditional point guard than any other type of point. He played D and he passed the ball. He had 11 assists like 2 games ago, bro.
Yeah, but I don't think he's not.
What is he? He's not a shooting guard.
Not a pure
right? No. But again,
like Chris Paul.
But we talk about this all the time, Mel. This era is different. This era, you got rid of the old centers and the old 2 guards. There's no more of those at all anymore. There's only like 2 or 3 in the league, right?
Guards. He's more of an old-fashioned point guard.
Right, but no, he's not an old-fashioned point guard. I'm trying to explain. I'm trying to explain that now everybody else somebody got to facilitate, and Marcus Smart, he does some of that. But last year, like when Flea right now, he said if Ime was coach, he would have made the adjustment and started Brogdon over Smart. We don't know. Nah, we don't know that because Marcus Smart had like 3 turnovers against the Bucks, and then he didn't do anything about that. Yeah. He just let them ride that out. So I don't know that, but I'm just saying that going back to him just being a leader, calling something out for whatever reason, whatever's going to be the catalyst. If Rage Man say some crazy shit right now, and then we're kicking you off the fucking live. And then all of a sudden Mel goes, you know what? But he right though. It's gonna lead the truth to come into and we have to talk about it. Like, is anybody talking about the elephant in the room? Marcus Smart may have done that when nobody else wanted to. That's what Draymond is good for. And if you don't have that at all, who's gonna call anybody? Oh, he ain't got no fucking heart in the locker room. Who's gonna say that right now? Right, I would imagine it's him.
Right. My thing, I'm trying to understand. Jason Tatum is from St. Louis. I'm trying to understand why he not putting his foot down and saying this is my team.
He got the blues.
But
what the hell does that got to do with anything, man?
He light skinned. St. Louis.
You got to take charge. Hey, man, no Rage Man. You making a great point. If you're the best player on that team, you got to take charge. You got to be that dog. You got to be that leader. And you got to not go out like this. Once again, if you get swept in they close games, hey, man, I can't knock you. But you ain't going to be getting swept. Y'all losing by 30, 40. Ain't got a heavy favorite. That's a problem. That's a problem.
You got 14 points.
And what you think about him sitting out as long as he did? Do you think he should have played?
Last game?
Yeah.
With 14 points?
Yeah.
He should have taken all the bullets.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Go all out with your team. That's right.
Played for sure.
Yeah. And now see,
I would put up 40 shots, like in a situation like that.
Is that on the coach?
Yeah, that's kind of on the coach right there. That's kind of on the coach. That's on both of them, really.
Yeah, but it goes to what Rockstar Mel said, which I hate. These players got so much power now that it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Like,
he got so much power to say, "Well, I'm not gonna. I want to chuck. I'm gonna shoot the ball 40 times."
No, I'm gonna tell you what it is. These coaches may be scared that you put these guys in the game. What if he get hurt? Now what's gonna happen? Oh, he shouldn't have been in the game. Or listen, it's too much. It's too much. Once again,
it's too compromised now. Yeah,
right.
No. Rage, they would have crucified his ass in Boston if he left. We lost, but we're down by 30. You had him in the game.
That was the worst Boston Celtics performance he ever seen. Like
you see, Magic killed him. Magic threw. Listen, and we go right to that next topic. Magic threw Schroeder under the bus. He threw D'Angelo Russell under the bus. And he killed the Celtics.
Oh shit, we didn't even talk about the Nuggets. We didn't even talk about the damn Nuggets.
No, but that's what I say. That's a nice segue. Let's get to it. Nuggets Lakers tonight. Listen, man.
What are we thinking?
It's a wrap, man. It's a wrap. Like, what's the adjustment that the Lakers gonna make? They done lost 3 times trying to adjust. Like, what's the big adjustment they can make that can win them this game?
I mean, you can't do nothing.
And just making shots.
Just
anything.
Just shake these guys' hand and get ready to go on vacation at this point, man.
Facts.
Real shit. Like you said, they made the adjustments. They done beat y'all so many ways in 3 games. And y'all been playing good. We've been playing good D. And then that show you like this been the Lakers characteristics going up and down, or letting a team go up 20 or letting a team go up on 14. I mean, everybody go on their runs, but Lakers get big runs and they come back. You can't do this against a team like this, because guess what? The margin of error is small, if not none. You feel me? So and this is what happened, and this is what they used to. We've seen it every series, like Golden State went on runs and stuff like that. You just can't overcome this. It's too good of a team. There's nothing these boys can do. Nothing. If the Lakers win a game or come back and win a series,
hold on. Listen, Mel, real quick. Mel, while it's up here, Jamal Murray's averaging 35, 52% field goal, 46 from 3, 5 assists, 3 steals.
And New Balance.
He
said it.
He going from non-All-Star to Western Conference Finals MVP.
Let me ask y'all a question. Before we talk about the Lakers, let's talk about the Nuggets and get us some props for a few. Where do y'all rank Joker and Murray as a duo?
Oh, they right top.
Are they top 5?
They're looking like the best duo in the league right now.
Yeah, definitely, automatically. And then going to your point, Allball, we talked about the Miami Heat. the Miami Heat culture and develop and keeping their players intact. We got to give the Nuggets some props too, because that core's been together for 3 to 4 years too.
Yep.
That's
more than that.
And they didn't
Good
panic.
point.
Yeah.
Good
They
point.
didn't
Now,
panic.
I was about to say that Turbo, they kept intact. They didn't do nothing crazy. They didn't panic like you said and say, hey, we didn't make it here. We did this. We gonna trade. Because remember, the coach said Murray, when he got hurt, that people like was throwing him under the bus in the fan base and the organization. He thought he was gonna get traded.
Yeah, I saw that.
So they didn't give up on him.
They stuck with MPJ as long as they did, with all the injuries he had.
They had to though. They had
to
leave and come back. All right.
Okay.
But let me say this. I'm gonna give Denver some props, man. They tough, man. And you know what?
Listen, there
what's
was pressure on Denver because a lot of people was like, "Hey, Joker, you done won 2 MVPs and no finals to show for it. Now it's time for you to now making him getting ready to make the finals. That kills all the talk, clears all the controversies and all the talk.
He turned me into a believer for sure, because if he didn't make the finals at least this year, I was getting on his head, man.
Yeah, me too. I'm not going. Yeah, I was for sure.
Yeah, I was saying that.
Fabian been saying that as well. That's a fact. That's a
because I like the Joker.
I believe the team now. Like you made a point earlier. Like you getting to watch them like a week in a row, 2 weeks in a row. That shows a lot, and I like how they constructed. They got a lot of tall guys that can defend. Aaron Gordon, MPJ, Bruce Brown, not that tall, but he's a solid defender. He can shoot. I like how their team constructed, and they can go big when they want to.
Man, they fun to watch.
Yeah,
like remember the NBA. I keep saying it. They promote certain players and certain teams all year.
Yeah.
So now when you get to see certain teams for damn near 2-3 weeks, a month straight, I'm looking forward to watching Denver. It ain't because it's against the Lakers. No, they a fun team to watch.
Yeah.
And when Jamal Murray is on fire, and let me say this, I thought about this the other day. I believe today's NBA, a guy like Bruce Brown in 2 shooters is better than having a superstar. Right now, hear what I'm about to say, Rage Man. Let's say the Phoenix Suns, instead of Kevin Durant, they have Bruce Brown, let's say Kate Vincent and Strus. I'd rather have that than have Kevin Durant.
I see where you're coming from, but I say this. It's only two superstars that I just had this conversation in my brain myself earlier. I was like, if I was to run a team, the only superstars that I would trade for, everybody else, I would only trade role players. The only superstars I would trade for is Curry and Giannis, because them I know they're going to undisputedly be the leader of the team, best player off rip.
Yes.
So,
and players is going to want to play with them, like players like Curry, players like Giannis. So, but I just want to say big shout out to the Denver Nuggets. Of course, not over. I hope tonight. Because, a lot of teams, we've seen this over the years where they take their foot off the gas and let a team get one win, and then now you get some momentum. Put your foot on their neck. Get it over with.
Yeah.
Get it over with. All that, we want to celebrate it.
That'll be history, too. This will be the first time each conference has sweeps in the finals, conference finals.
But would you give the Lakers a better chance to win a game to save this season than Boston if you had to put your money on this?
Yeah.
I put my money on Boston more than LA.
Not the Lakers.
Nah, y'all didn't watch game 3.
D'Angelo Russell still about to guard Murray.
At least I'll give the Lakers some credit. At least they are fighting and trying to compete. Yeah. Unlike the Celtics, we got to give them some credit.
Yeah, good point.
That one,
the Celtics laid down. Tatum have. My bad, Turbo.
No. I got to give the Lakers. They fight and battle in the end. They just playing against a better team.
All right, but listen, why? All right, put it like this: Denver is better than Miami. So that's why I would in Boston is a better team than the Lakers. So that's why I would bet on Boston winning the game.
Yeah,
and
that's
losing in 5. Yeah, I'm not like I'm being honest. The only way LA could win tonight is once again if Denver come out,
I think the refs done
in the refs. If the refs help them a little bit, because the refs tried to help them in Game 3, and Denver fought through that shit.
No, I'm saying I was about to say I think the refs Game 3 was the last game that the refs was gonna help the Lakers, because now at this point it's gonna look crazy. So they gotta play straight up. They gotta beat them.
Yo, so I think a better version of your question, Turbo, or a better way to look at it, or a different way to look at it. Who do you think is more likely to cover the spread? Because they're both gonna lose. I don't see the Lakers winning. That's the whole point. But who do you think is gonna cover their spread? I don't even know. Let's say Lakers. I gotta believe it's Lakers -5 right now. I mean, I'm sorry, Denver -5 right now. And let's say Boston gotta be like -8 or some shit like that. Like it gotta be Boston's spread gotta be crazier than the Lakers. And I would think the Lakers got a better chance of covering it, because they just play way more competitive. D'Angelo Russell still hasn't had a good game. I don't know if he mailed it in, but it looks like he might have. And I've never been a big fan of his either.
Listen, that pressure, they ain't never been it. Listen, that shit is different. Man, listen, when them rumbling, I've never been in that situation, but I'm just guessing. Just imagine you ain't never been there. Now them rumblings is going. Remember, bro, that shit is for real. Now it's like, nah, man. Like, these dudes fall under that pressure. And once again, this is why I give props to guys like rest in peace to Mamba. He gonna go 1 for 40. I ain't taking no 10 shots. You niggas is crazy.
Yeah, facts.
I'm going out on the stretcher.
With y'all showing up like that. I mean, granted, everyone's gonna point to the Phoenix game again, but that was a rarity in Kobe's life. We was straight chucking. So
but Magic Johnson, I'm gonna say this. I don't like how he threw Schroeder and Russell under the bus. You gotta do that. No, but you gotta hold the leaders accountable. James is only averaging 23. He averaged 30 in the season. And what Shaq always say, whenever you average, your points supposed to go up in the playoffs. So you know, I listen, man. I don't want to bash on LeBron. I don't want to make this about that, because I want to have a real good take. I don't want to, I'm tired of doing that sometimes. Yeah. But listen, man, they playing bad basketball.
Yeah, man. The fact of the matter is, man, I see where LeBron was coming from with picking AD, but he should have did further research on this dude, man. I mean, he got the skill, but he don't got the mentality to take over. LeBron should have knew that. And LeBron, with the ego he got, I mean, was he really confident that AD could have took over to begin with?
Hey, Rage, man, watch this. You ready for me to say what I'm about to say?
Go ahead.
Did LeBron underestimate in these last couple years how good some of these players was gonna get?
That was a mistake getting AD. I'm not even gonna fake it.
No. Listen. I'm not. Listen. I'm not gonna argue with you with that. That's your opinion. I agree with to a certain extent. I'm not mad they got AD. They got a ring out of it. But what I'm saying is, after that ring, up until now, my opinion, LeBron's cockiness, all of this, the Lakers organization, one of the great. They underestimated how good a lot of these players that was 3 years younger got today.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
I was so excited when he got to LA. I was like, I always get excited when LeBron said he's going to do this. He was saying he was going to play off the ball. They had Lonzo. I'm like, man, they about to go crazy. But
leave it to Rage, man.
They all gone.
Leave it to Rage, man. Allball just started the segment saying, no. Because I don't want to. I'm tired. I get tired of slandering LeBron. You had a Rick James moment. 2 seconds later, because LeBron, he be getting all big headed sometimes. He fucked everything up.
No. What I'm trying to say is, without like really shitting on them, what I'm saying is, they never had enough. But in their mind, they may think they still good enough. Yeah, man. When you look at these teams from top to bottom, these Murrays, the Jokers, even Memphis, but they was injured, Sacramento, like these dudes is 10 years younger than y'all, and these dudes is getting better every year.
Well, look, Magic's been consistent because this is from 2 years ago.
Right, I was just about to say that. He's been going on Schroeder here for a minute now.
Yeah, he don't like Schroeder. That's a fact.
Well, and then they got him back in that. So, and if you notice that's what Draymond Green is echoing what LeBron and them are talking about. I think like the whole CBA, all those agreements and stuff. I don't think he like the
Draymond definitely a microphone to LeBron. You know LeBron never gonna say something overtly.
I ain't gonna lie. Draymond is so annoying now. It don't make no sense, bro.
Yeah, because the thing about Draymond is, for me, what makes him, what would have made it exciting about having a podcast is the fact that he did call LeBron a B on the court. He is like, he seems to be a rebel
from that time,
right? Well, he's so tied into LeBron now that it's like,
well, they're like best buds now. Like,
but it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to me though, because you would think he's the guy that just speaks his mind truly, or that's supposed to be his media character. But now it's just like when JJ Redick was on First Take, like you went from critiquing him to being a part of it. Like now you're part of the whole circus.
Yeah. Can I ask y'all a question? I'm sorry, Fabian, to cut you off. You can answer first. I'm so sorry. Do you think the Golden State organization and team and the players have a problem with Draymond, like his love and infatuation for LeBron?
I think I would believe so. I'm thinking like, how's this? Like, this is so wild. Like, this is so
not weird. It's awkward. Like,
it's so weird.
Right.
Like,
if you Curry and Clay and them, is that not a little awkward?
Hey, I did see this little gesture. I don't want to repeat the gesture that Iggy was making.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like, come on. That is wild, bro. And it's so, like, NBA so weird. It's like conflict of interest, like players with podcasting, dudes on the same agency, 7 players of the same agency on the same team. Like, it's so weird, bro. Like, NBA straight ass. And that.
You're not allowed to have friends?
No, you're not allowed to have friends.
Yo, the LeBron stands, they're living vicariously through Draymond Green. That's the thing. I haven't seen ever since.
That's why they like him so much.
Now, but they didn't like him before.
Green is the closest totem that.
The podcast is actually good. He actually
it's not.
No, he does. He actually.
Yo, he's terrible, bro.
No,
Stop.
it's not. Not when it comes to the details of breaking down the game.
That nigga's watching drop. Yo, he's like watching drop tape, Mel.
All the extra stuff, I don't really go into it. But basketball-wise, when he gets the details and he breaks down the game, he does a great job. All the extra shit, I don't really pay attention.
Nah. You know why, Mel? You know why? Because you see the way you talk right now? That's how I think Draymond would talk, like this. He's not doing that. He's trying to be, well, the interesting thing is, shut the fuck up, Draymond. Like, what the fuck?
He got a sponsor. They sponsor.
No. Nah, exactly. But that's my point. But that's my point. He's supposed to be like this. That's how I want to drink. The same way you're raw on the court, you're supposed to be the crazy dude on the court. I want you to be the guy on the podcast.
Right.
You can still break the game down.
Everybody not like that, bro.
Draymond Green in 2015 is not the Draymond Green today. He's a character now.
What I'm saying is,
if Rockstar Mel broke the game down and you broke the game down for him, I'm sitting here with Rockstar Mel breaking the game down, dog. You played ball. I'm sitting here doing it because I know you're gonna keep it raw, and that's it. Now all of a sudden you go, well, Fabian, if you think about it, I'm like, get the fuck out of here. It was nice knowing you. I'll put promotion shit on my stories.
Hey Mel, let me ask you a question. Ask you a question. What I just asked, I want you to answer it. If you was on Golden State Warriors and what Draymond does, like I said, let's just say you lose to the Lakers and then he go right on his podcast and just praises LeBron. Would you have a problem with that? No, seriously, no, I ain't trying to be funny.
That shit is horrible. No, that literally happened though. Like,
whoa.
I want to see Mel's reaction.
Steve Kerr told him, don't go to the game where he's about to break the record. And Draymond's like, you know what? I thought about it after he said that.
Oh yeah, he went. What? You gotta understand. He went number 23, right? Draymond.
Yeah.
He's appreciating greatness, man. That's all it is. He could be an NBA player and still be a fan. He's a fan, obviously.
That's his
answer. He's a fan.
Exactly. Okay. Mel.
Right. There's no problem with that, bro. There's no problem with that.
Wait. Mel just made a great point.
It's not saying now if he come on the court, he's not playing like Draymond no more. Then I'll have a problem. He's still playing. He's still fucking them up. Still physical. He's still Draymond on the court. Off the court, you can do whatever you want.
Okay.
He's still Draymond on the court, and what is that?
Shit. Yo, listen, fucking whatchamacallit was Charles Oakley and Michael Jordan were best friends, but when they got on the court, they were ready to kill each other.
That era is not here no more. It's a different area.
I said they were friends, Mel. I said
Oakley
they were
called,
friends and
Oakley
they still compete. That's what
Oakley
I
will
said.
call Michael Jordan now. Oakley said, "Yo, he gets all the calls."
You think
he still
Draymond
says
wasn't
that.
competing when Draymond played bad? When Draymond played bad, he said, "Yo, I can't have 8 points. I got to come out, even though they're the Lakers, their defense is great. I got to kill him."
All I know is I didn't see that same Draymond
killed.
in the King series in that Lakers series. I didn't see that same aggression.
He did. Go back.
He's been. Yeah, I know. I think to Mel's point, I don't see a difference in Draymond's game. Like that is true. Even against LeBron, he's trying to win. I don't see him. He was doing crazy. LeBron cracked his head a couple times. Draymond's head hit the floor a couple times. He was doing Draymond things, but he's just been inconsistent.
But like I said, I don't want to stay on this subject too long. So I wasn't like trying to say Draymond Green is throwing games or not playing hard. No, I was just trying to figure out, if the Golden State as the organization and as his teammates, is that kind of awkward, and do they look at him a certain way now where, like I said, it may affect their play on the court? That's all I was asking. Between that and then Jordan Poole thing, it's just a little weird to me. That's all I'm saying. It
being a leader, me out. If you're a leader of a team, let's be real. Let's knock all the fan talk out of it. If you're a leader of a team, a coach of a team, you gotta look at that as this is not cool. Like that is a conflict of interest. You cannot have a crucial part of your team literally damn near endorsing another player on another team like that. Like that's not cool.
What are you talking about? He does it like I said, that's how I know you.
What do you mean? What am I talking about?
He prayed last series. He was praising Malik Monk. When he was going crazy, he was like, "Yo, Malik Monk, he's been that guy since Kentucky."
Mel, you gotta be honest.
Been giving flowers, bro.
Mel, you gotta be all right. Mel, you gotta be honest. LeBron gets extra flowers, bro. Stop. Come on, bro.
Right.
He might be one of his favorite players. Yes, he might get extra flowers.
Wait. Mel, I'm gonna ask you something. You made a great point, and I agree with you. I agree with you that players can indeed be fans. So with you saying that came out your mouth, I have a question for you. Should we really, considering that players can be fans, like you said, should we hold what they say in the highest regard as you suggest?
Me, I'm not that type of guy. I feel like I take everything and everybody's regular. Like when an NBA player says something, I don't take it like he says it, that's a fact. Like, no, we see it every day. Nigga, these NBA players be wrong every freaking day.
Okay. I just wanted to know.
Every day. Paul Pierce is one of the worst analysts because he's delusional, bro. Like, niggas is wrong every day. Like,
I disagree with that.
You feel me?
Nah, I don't think he's delusional. I just think he believes in himself. Well, he can't be a delusional sometimes.
Delusional.
Like when he said he better than
he think he had a delusional.
Like when he said he's supposed to say that.
No, that's delusional. You gotta be real with yourself.
He can say before he got LeBron, he had that run in 2006. Paul Pierce can say he better than D-Wade before pre-LeBron. He could have said that. That's how he could be looking at it.
His career, nah, I don't even compare.
Bro. No, I'm saying that's how.
But that Rage man, but hold on, Rage.
I ain't gonna lie, Mel.
Yeah, that was a good point. Like you said, remember Paul. Listen, I like Paul Pierce. You know why? I like dudes that just speak their mind, whether they right or wrong, and that's what we all do up here. That's why I rocks with all of y'all, because I told you, for me, nobody's right or wrong. I don't care if we contradict none of that. I know we have a passion and we love talking about basketball. I think Paul Pierce was good for that network, and I think they was wrong because, once again, you need guys like that to kind of balance out. Yeah. Because everybody goes with the narrative. Like, you can watch these shows.
Yeah, it's too many company, man. Too many people tied together. It's
like NBA players, like NBA players and celebrities. Like, I feel like it's becoming like. I mean, they just like regular people with mad money. They just got mad money outside of that. And then it's becoming more normal to be normal. Like having a podcast. Like you think podcasts supposed to be for niggas like us, not NBA players. Like it's the thing to like be more normal nowadays than to try to be like, some you're not.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, let me ask y'all this. Let's try to get back to this Lakers Denver. Tonight, if the Lakers get swept, right? Please, y'all thoughts. Does LeBron's legacy take a hit? What does the Lakers? What
No.
does the Lakers? Hold on. Everybody can go one at a time. Does LeBron legacy get hit? What should be next for the Lakers as far as coaching change, maybe GM change, players change? Please, y'all thoughts. I don't care who goes first, but
okay.
Let me go first.
No, y'all got
go.
no. Y'all said both of y'all said no. I'm the only yes. Let me go first. I say yes because, I mean, just considering like the fact of the matter, like blowing a 3-1 lead, that signifies just like a complete breakdown in either chemistry, coaching, whatever. Getting swept, that means just a lack of, no matter what you try, you obviously not trying hard enough. Your efforts is not working. Like you lose 4 straight times to the same team, that's just a failure of adjustment. Like stuff like that, blowing a 3-1 lead, getting swept, getting blown out, 25 plus points in the beginning of in the first half, like losing like that is a strike. And we got to consider the other times LeBron been swept, or even not even in the conference final stuff before, like Phoenix in 2021. That was a strike. He was the defending champ. You got walked off the court. He literally walked off the court several times in that series. He quit. So yes, I'm adding this to his many, and I'm adding this to his many strikes in his career. It's a sweep. It has to be.
All right, let me go. Only got a few minutes left. I'm about to go on the ground real quick. I say no, it's not. Hold on. I say no, it's not. And then it's new. Everything. Hold on, fire truck passing by.
Yeah, no, God, we can hear you. God, you good?
Oh, I say no. I feel like his legacy can only go up. It'll be bad. I mean, and then what I was about to say. And then everything is new. New team, new coach. Like this is new. This is like the beginning of the season for them. Like all of this is new. Everything, the players is new, the coaches is new, and they in the conference final. And then they got swept. They made their adjustments. Like they ain't been getting punched. They ain't been going out bad like the Celtics. Like it's been competitive. And this is the best team with the best player on their team. I would just try to run it back, try to improve, get a couple more better players, and run everything back. But I don't think it's decreasing or putting a stain on LeBron's legacy. How? He's 38. He's in the Western Conference Finals. Nobody thought this team in February was going to be in the Western Conference Finals. Nobody in the world. So no.
Turbo.
Nah, I think they should run it back, tweak it. I mean, I think, Darvingham did a pretty good job what he was dealt with, like dealing with another team struggling. I mean, they were 0-10, and for them to get to the conference final and then to switch everything, that's not easy. That's not easy to do. So you definitely have to stay focused on that. But I think if they lose, they just got to get better, keep their heads up high, and just tweak it a little bit and just get back and see what they're going to be next year. Don't just blow it up off reaction, because I think a lot of teams make a mistake just doing things out of proportion. I think that sometimes is not good.
But do you think LeBron's legacy takes a hit if they get swept?
No.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Hold on, Mel. How can you in the same breath say LeBron legacy can only go up, but then use the excuse that he's 38 years old? Which one is it? Is he 38? Is that the reason he playing bad, or is he playing so good at 38 that his legacy can only go up? Which one is it? Because you just said both.
All right, but neither of them is negative. What are you talking about? Him being 38, this is excellent. At 38, averaging 20, whatever he averages.
Okay. So
in the Western Conference, there's niggas 25.
Presumably, I'm saying that he should be good enough to win his series, right?
Obviously,
he is in the Western Conference Finals, right?
Right, but we all see, everybody with eyes see he's not the same LeBron no more.
Okay,
hold on.
Can see that.
So how is this? So how is his legacy going up though? He's only getting older.
Because he's taken a team. Take LeBron off the team. What is this team?
All right, hold on. Let me say this real quick. No. Let me say this real quick. Because y'all both make good points, but I'm gonna disagree with his legacy not taking a hit. His legacy should take a hit. Whether it is, I don't know. Now, Rockstar Mill, you said nobody thought they was getting to the conference finals. That's a lie. In the beginning of the playoffs, once they got in, people were saying they going to the chip. You, Zay, all of y'all. So that's a lie.
Listen to what I said. You got to pay
I'll let you
attention.
speak.
You changing my words. I said when they made the trade, at the trade deadline in February, nobody thought this team was going to the Western Conference Finals. Is what I said. I didn't say when they got to the playoffs they didn't go. I said when they made the trade, when they say got Vanderbilt and Schroeder, nobody didn't say, "Oh yeah, this team going to the Western Conference Finals." When they was in 13th place, nobody was saying this.
Right?
Hold on.
Let me finish my point. Once again, we are all on lives all the time. When y'all made the playoffs, a lot of y'all said y'all going to the finals, right? For one, two. I don't see how it's a surprise that y'all are in the conference finals if LeBron is the greatest player of all time. Some people have him as the GOAT. Then you have Anthony Davis. So for it to be a shock that they're in the Western Conference Finals, that's ridiculous. Right, they should be there because they have the greatest player of all time. Right? Now, why his legacy is not going to take a hit, I don't understand how you can keep going up if the last 3-4 years you've had bad years. Ever since the bubble, no playoffs, and then now we do this with players we like, but players we don't like, we make the argument how we want it. So prime example, Lakers this year, Memphis. We know Memphis was hurt. They got their guys injured. Ja Morant in and out the lineup. That's why they won that series. Now they beat Golden State, yes, but now when they play a good team, this is what happens. I don't understand how your legacy can't take a hit if you're looking this bad. His point percentage is down. He looks tired. He looks exhausted. Like, we ain't going to keep trying to blame this on Anthony Davis. I'm sorry, man. I'm not going to be doing that because Anthony Davis is putting up big numbers. If he only got 18 points, he's giving you 18 rebounds. I'm sorry.
Man, I'm a piggyback off that. Like, yeah, we can't keep putting this on Anthony Davis either, considering all around still injuries, regardless of the injuries, both on offense and defense, he's better. Like, defensively, and again, Mel, the question, you say he can only go up. LeBron defense not getting better by the year. And that has to be attributed to these 3 Laker L's about to be 4 tonight. So can his defense get better next year, or can they just have some more decoys around them, as other people would say?
I think it should in the eyes of LeBron James fans. Like, this whole time, all I've been hearing about is this super IQ. He's so smart. He has the best IQ in the history of the NBA. Shit like that was crazy.
Like
right?
Nuts. Like straight nuts.
And you didn't know to take who was it, Jamal Murray off the dribble with 5 fouls. You didn't know to take Joker off the dribble with off the dribble at the top of the key. Like, shooting how many 3-pointers? Like, this is the smartest man ever. And like, this is what people, the evolution of basketball. So it should take a hit, because if he was that evolved, he would not lose this game. If he was that robotic, he would not. They would have won 1 game. They had a chance to win a couple games this series, and you shot him out of the series. Every chance that they had, he blew it. So, it is what, and this is a part of your resume. Your job was to beat Jordan. Your job was to beat the 6 championship rings. You couldn't do that doing it your way. Everything. Remember, Jordan did it his way. I'm gonna let them do them. I'm gonna do me. Whatever the case may be. The smartest guy in NBA history. He got to take a hit for this. This is why you in 2nd and 3rd place, because you couldn't get the job done.
Hey, listen, man. I'm gonna say this. The reason why I think it should take a hit is because he's considered the GOAT. If you're not considered the GOAT, then all bets is off. But if some people really have you as the greatest that they've ever seen, how you can't do nothing but go up? That's ridiculous. Go ahead, Ray.
I think the complete opposite. I just think this is another reason I have him not in my top 10. I mean, you consider all the times his teams was favorites, and somehow, some way they lose.
Right.
Like, not saying they was the favorites this one, but even in the mainstream media eyes, they were saying they make the playoffs, they making it to the finals. He's a GOAT, like you were saying. But sweep, LeBron got swept a couple times. He done lost his 6 games. He done got gentleman swept. But to not win a game, I always thought that was a strike. So, like, I'm gonna just be consistent. A sweep, not winning one game again, that's a complete failure to adjust.
That's bad. That's
bad.
And people are gonna bring up Shaq got swept 4 times, but that's the reason why Shaq's not number 1 for a reason.
Thanks.
And to add to that, Rage man, I forgot what you just said right now. That just clicked. They're not making the finals. This is part of the whole conference finals. The 4 conference finalists in the bubble. You didn't make it, and your old team that has the exact opposite style of you, which is go gung ho, 2nd round draft picks, underdog mentality, is about to go to the finals in a sweep. You're about to get swept. Your approach to basketball is what we're not fans of. Period. And I was a big LeBron fan, but the Miami Heat, the team that you chose to leave, went on to 2 finals without you, without a super duper star. Nah, the writing's on the wall. People want to call it a conspiracy, but how about the fact that maybe this is the right way to win, the right way to operate?
I keep saying he tarnishing his legacy, because that move to Miami, the whole player movement, him showing that you don't got to be loyal to a franchise, that's his greatest contribution to basketball. He tarnishing it because he still hasn't, well, you could consider Cleveland, but that was a super team. He still hasn't won an organic championship. Like, just with the team he got, yeah, he making super duper trades, these intricate trades. He can't not be the GM. Like,
well, you know what, Rage man, I'm not going to bash him too crazy. I'm going to give him props for beating the 73-9 Golden State Warriors. Even though Draymond Green got
it took a lot for that. It took so much to happen for him to win, though.
Right, but Rage, hear what I'm saying. Golden State still had Game 7 at their home, so I'm not going to crucify him for that. But you made great points. But like I said, just my thing is, and this is why it's mind-boggling when some people still have him top 5 in the league today, even top 10. It's like, yo, man, we forget about the Jamal Murray. Not saying he's better than LeBron, but it's just like, yo, man, when you got Joker, Giannis, Curry, KD, Kawhi, like, come on, man, Jimmy Butler. So it's just so many guys that's just playing better basketball at a high level than him.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that they're better than him, but it's like, come on, man. So the same legacy is not going to take a hit.
I did a list not too long ago. I don't have LeBron like in the top. At the highest I got him like at 20, but at the lowest he not like a top 25 player in the league. Just being objective, like just to your team winning, like contributing to your team winning, not putting up numbers, because again, people know how to get their numbers. Like, but
hold on, Rageman, let me say this. Remember, listen, man, I'm not into conspiracy theories, but let's not forget what Devin Booker said. Remember, they needed 17 games to get in the playoffs out of like 24. Half of them games LeBron ain't even played.
Facts.
Some of them games they was in, hey, man, shooting a lot of free throws.
That's no conspiracy.
No, the NBA said we cannot have the Lakers not in the playoffs 2 years in a row. I'm sorry, man. Listen, they get a lot of help. We cannot look over that. We can't gloss over that. But they got here. They here to get swept. Listen, man.
And that's that. Y'all got that right. Y'all saying y'all making it part. They always make it a participatory thing when they get there, but the expectations was for you to win the whole thing. Like, y'all want it both ways. Like, you cannot have it like that. If you're a real fan, I mean, well,
let me ask y'all a question.
Well, hold on, Mel, hold on. Let me give some love to Landon the Heartless for participating, because he always shows love. I ain't seen you in a minute. He's leaving some comments on here. That heat from South Beach melted the Celtics. Drummond can get 18 and 18. Davis hasn't added a layer to his games. He's the same player. Davis has not improved in his game in 4 years. That might be true. Giannis and Embiid improved. I don't know if Embiid improved or Giannis for that matter.
I still
Well,
say
Giannis
that,
did.
I still say that Anthony Davis was the real Finals MVP. The games that they lost, it was because of LeBron. So
I agree. And it's back to Nick Pillow. Giannis' game hasn't changed since the finals.
Hey, Fabe, real quick, if you could. I know LeBron is averaging, I think, 23 or 24, like 8 and 9 or something. What is Anthony Davis averaging in this series or in the playoffs? Period.
And real quick, let's not forget to get this Carmelo talk. Carmelo deserves props.
Oh yeah,
man.
yeah. We can definitely end the show. Yeah, we can end the show with that. Yeah, man. Everybody's spending 2-3 minutes. You know, I'm not a big Carmelo fan, but I respect him. And you know, he's retired. I get it.
Likewise.
You know. Yeah.
Get in there, Mel. What you wanted to say? You wanted to ask a question? My bad.
Oh, the last 5-6 years. The last 5-6 years, Kobe on the Lakers. Were they good?
They didn't have expectations, though. This team does.
Answer the question. It's a yes or no question.
No, they were not.
No, they was not good.
No,
No,
premise is disingenuous. That team didn't have the expectations. This team does.
No, Anthony Davis.
You don't want to answer the question. It's yes or no.
No, Mel. No.
All of that.
No,
it's a yes or no question.
Mel. No, they was not good. No.
Right. Did that tarnish your career?
So what are you saying?
Did that tarnish his career?
Yes. There's people that spoke about that. Yes.
Yeah.
Nobody never brings that up. When you talk about Kobe, nobody brings that up.
I do.
You say his
hold on, Ray.
Because all you do is focus on negative shit in everybody's life. That's what you do. That's your specialty. That's what you do. So yeah.
Wait,
but
hold on,
when you talk about Kobe career, that doesn't come out. Jordan on the Wizards. What they say about Jordan on the Wizards? Do they say, he on the Wizards? They don't tarnish him because he's on the Wizards.
Mel, you're lying. Yes, they do, man. What are you talking about? You know why they don't tarnish Kobe for the last 5-6 years? Because he's not the GOAT. They don't consider him the GOAT. People consider LeBron the GOAT.
He's some people GOATs. He's a lot of people GOATs. What are you talking about?
And they're delusional.
Kobe is a lot of people GOATs. Kobe is a lot of people GOATs.
And that's wild. And that's considering that having Kobe as your GOAT is nuts. For real.
Right, but the point is that those last 5 years is part of the reason why all of us here probably don't have him as his GOAT. That's part of it. Like LeBron being is a part of the conversation. Yeah, he's part of the conversation.
Right. So hold on. So Mel, hold on. Oh, Fabian, that was good. Hold on, let me finish because I'm gonna forget. Now, if LeBron last couple of years is not bad, why doesn't it go under his belt? But it would go under Kobe's.
It does, but it don't tarnish his career. They 20 years in already. They 18 years in already. If this happened in year 6 or something, then yeah, these niggas is 18, 17 years in.
But he's still trying to win. But he's still trying to win championships, though.
Exactly.
Like he's still trying to build teams to win championships, though, Mel.
But hold on.
Right.
But Mel. This actually, again, I was a big LeBron fan, but this is part of what knocks him. This did happen in the middle of his career. For me, he didn't show up a lot of times.
It did. Right.
Come on now. That's the part that I gotta admit, Mel. When you talk to us, you can get objective, and you will admit, like, hold on, now LeBron, he will give up. This is a part of it. Like, there's something about you that's missing. There's something about the intangibles. Even though Kobe's not our GOAT, he ain't going out like that. He's going out with, and say what you want, Mel. You know why Kobe's revered? Because at the last game of his career, he had 60. He had 60 ripping his heart out of his chest, and the whole world was watching while Golden State was about to break the record. We all watched it. I'd rather watch the Kobe shit than the Golden State shit.
Yeah, I watched the Kobe shit for sure.
Not to say that he's on the same level as Mike and LeBron. I'm not saying that, but that's the reason why we fucks with Kobe. Yeah, the world's watching me. Watch this. Love it. That's why we knock LeBron. This is why. You going out like that? You going out like this again?
Okay, yeah. As a LeBron supporter, that should get me mad too. I've stayed loyal, though. I still stay down, but I get it. I'm not gonna lie, I get it.
Hold on. What was you got the numbers?
Yeah. LeBron in this series.
Yeah.
Right. He's averaging 23 a game, 2.7 turnovers, 10 assists, 9 rebounds, 72% from the free throw line, 15% from 3, 48% from the field. It's those 3-pointers, man. I don't get it.
What's AD average?
Give me a second.
Yeah, LeBron. All right.
I got your answer, Fade. He's old and he can't get past nobody.
Yeah, but what? Nah, Mel. See, again, Mel's been saying this shit from the beginning. What are you doing?
I agree. Right, I agree. He's the best player in the world. Is not the best player in the world no more.
What? Then how is he the best player in the world?
That's the way it is.
That don't even make sense, bro.
He's getting his grave ready. He's against Denver, Anthony Davis. Oh, you're trying to flake on me now. Come on. He's we have 40, 18, and 28. Those are I can't get the
so 40, 18, and 28.
Just look up his bet. Oh, I got you. Hold on.
All right, I got it. He's averaging 29, 2 steals, 3 blocks, 12 rebounds. 90% from the free throw line is incredible. 47%, 47%, and 50% from the 3-point.
Hey, Rage, man, I say, you can't blame AD in this series, man.
No.
I'm not saying you can blame LeBron neither, but we can't be sitting there going crazy on AD. You hear them numbers.
Disagree.
What up, Don?
Don Dropper.
Allball crazy, man.
Hey, man, listen, y'all ready for the ceremony tonight? I got the candles and everything. I got my little, with the priest wear the little couple, whatever that is.
We can't jinx it, Allball. We can't jinx it.
Purple
y'all
rain.
Crazy.
Purple rain.
It's going down tonight, baby. What?
Every single day, I wake up to a new Allball video and music, bro. It's like so ridiculous.
What was the last one? That shit through. I'm trying to upload it. I'm like, that's Britney Spears.
I said, Lord, hit me. I told the Lord, hit me, baby, one more time. We need one more loss, baby.
And the funniest is, hey, yo, are people actually like saying what's good to you when you're walking on the street, or you just acting like there's people there just like?
Nah, I be saying what's up. Like if you walk by, good morning. Yeah, That's right. It's a
like,
big day.
Yeah, this is going to bring bad karma on your Knicks. That's all it's going to do.
Bro, hold on. Let me say this to y'all real quick before I let Dom go. Y'all know how much DMs I get when my Knicks lose by Laker fans. So let's not act like what I'm doing is out of control. Y'all do go crazy on me about my Knicks.
Shout out to Smiles Morant.
Man, yeah, so listen, man. I was on live with a dude the other night. His whole crib is purple and yellow. Are you kidding me? What? Oh,
dude,
man,
a lot
I
of people.
can't wait.
No, you had the what's it called? The We Found Love with. It wasn't even Rihanna. It was like a cover.
Was it?
Yo, look, I got my broom. Look, I got my broom video set up. Remember Boogaloo when he was in front of the y'all remember Boogaloo from the break dance he do? Breaking when he had the broom in front of the store and he made it like move and all that. Y'all gonna see. Don't worry about it.
A lot of people consider Kobe the GOAT. I think it's mainly because of his passing.
Dom, you just got in there and talked to us. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Kobe's legend was solidified. Kobe's legend was solidified and in stone. You can't take that away. Same to me with Braun. Can't go lower on up or stay the same.
I don't think nobody.
Thank you.
Until you retire. Well, even then, because some people can surpass you, nobody's career is in stone. So nobody's career is in stone. And again, LeBron, him losing this series is just another knock why he is not a top 10 player, in my opinion.
All time, we're in the league right now.
No, all time.
Wow.
All time. Like
crazy. He's not expected to win.
Look in the totality. Like when we look at people entire careers, we usually just look at the highs. We have to look at the lows as well. I'm not looking at negatives.
Nobody do that.
Uber negative. Wait, I'm talking. Bill, we let you talk. We let you talk, man. You can't. I'm not being uber negative. We looking in the totality of things. When you look at people's highs and lows, LeBron is just historically, not even looking at the finals record. Because that don't even tell the whole story. Because you got to look at playoffs. Other times he lost before he made it to the finals. He is a historical loser as a all-time great.
Yeah. Wait, time out.
So, yeah,
Raymond, say it again, Raymond.
He is a historical loser.
This is it right here.
Yo, Will Chamberlain over him?
Yes. I will Chamberlain.
Time out though, but okay, let me just play devil's advocate, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
It sounds a little contradictory though if you call LeBron a loser, but Will Chamberlain is not like he's better than him.
Wait, no, you know the difference. Because he was facing the favorites. LeBron teams were the favorites.
Not he played when KD was on the Warriors. He wasn't no favorite.
Well, that's KD. We talking about.
Okay, that's 2 rings.
We talking about the first year with Golden State. Even the first year with Golden State, the Cavs were favorites. Coming into the season, the Cavaliers were the favorite to win the championship.
Yeah, one at a time. Come on.
100%. But in the finals, they didn't have Kyrie or Kevin Love. They weren't going to win that series.
Okay. Well, let's look at all the Miami teams. All 4 of them. All 4 years, they were the favorite.
But they weren't clear the final year. But listen, I'm not.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me mean to cut both y'all off. I don't know. I don't know if they was clear-cut favorites all 4 years against San Antonio. Y'all gotta look that up.
They have not been the favorite the last. Well, are we talking about Vegas? Because Vegas had them OKC as favorites, but everybody expected Miami to win that series.
My gosh.
The only reason Miami was not favored against Oklahoma City in Vegas was because everybody thought LeBron could choke again. That's the only reason why they weren't favored. They were better than the Thunder. They were babies. The Heat had to win.
Yeah.
So, but the Spurs here, the final one where they absolutely smacked the Heat.
Oh man, obliterated.
But it was very 50-50 going into that finals. I thought
we got to look at the context, though. Yeah, we got to look at the context, though, Allball. All the times Wilt was losing, the point differential was, no more than 9 points. They were close games. LeBron, and I mentioned this before, after he takes, I consider, like, I said it earlier, like, all his championships, he got some of the most fluky championships ever. And to add more substance to that, to add more substance to that, every time the next year he take an historic L the next, not a regular L. He take a historic L the next year.
Let me ask you this. So I'm guessing you're gonna say first year was the lockout season. Second one, Ray Allen made the 3.
Yes.
Third one was a suspension of Draymond, and
It's not even just the suspension of Draymond, bro. Like y'all minimize how much stuff happened in that 2016 finals. Not just the injuries. You talking about Draymond being suspended over something after the fact. He was suspended not immediately, like games later. So
that was a little fishy.
They playing that. That's wild. Suspending a star player, no matter what you consider him, suspending that crucial player in the NBA Finals is wild. Never happened.
Here's the problem. Hold on. Here's the problem with your narrative about that series. Golden State still had an opportunity to win Game 7.
And Steph Curry getting fouled out in Game 6. That was nuts. Him getting
they
fouled
still
out.
had a chance, but they still had a chance to close them out, and he didn't.
Game 7. I said that. Game 7 was at home. Game 7 was at home, Rage, man. Remember, I said that. Yeah, that's why.
They still had a chance, no matter how fluky you want to think that was.
Yeah. It still was fluky, and it still came. And even then, it still all that happened. You making my point? It still came down to the final minutes of a Game 7. All that everything wrong happened for the Golden State Warriors. You still almost lost
to one of the greatest teams ever. What are you talking about, Rage Man?
It's not. Golden State Warriors. That 2016 Golden State Warriors team. Wait, let's make this clear. The 2016 Golden State Warriors team is not a top 10 all-time team. So let's cut it out.
I agree with
that.
But to win Game 7 on the road, though, Rage is extremely in the finals is extremely hard. Extremely, very rare.
It was impressive. I give
very
him
rare.
Only that's LeBron's greatest accomplishment. I give him
and to win in Cleveland. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Even though I was a LeBron fan at the time, like after the Clippers, obviously, but like I'm gonna be a little unbiased here. Is like I didn't think that he could win a championship in Cleveland. Like I thought that was a huge mistake leaving Miami because he had such a great.
I thought he should have stayed personally, but
but he didn't want the discipline. He wanted more control.
But I also think he felt like the thing about LeBron is, and Fabian and I always talk about this. He showed when he was a villain, like vilified for the decision that first year, he didn't like being the villain. He said, "I'm not playing with joy. I don't like when I'm not a guy that everybody hates. I like he's like Magic in the sense that he likes being loved." Not everyone's going to love you, but he likes being loved. He's friends with everybody. He went to Cleveland to me because he wanted to change his perception too. He felt like he took something away from Cleveland. He felt bad. He ripped their soul. Imagine, I didn't think about it at the time because I was a LeBron fan, so I don't give a fuck about how Cavs fans feel. But dude, imagine your star player going on TV like that and leaving like that. I would have hated his guts. That was a slap in the face of the entire community. For him to act like that and do what he did. I got.
But also,
especially
him leaving.
Especially when you mean that much. No,
no, but yeah. But also look how many businesses and everything closed. It was just
that gutted.
That was really Thanos right there. Like that Thanos move to Cleveland was crazy.
So I think he felt bad. Listen, how much people have stopped hating LeBron since he went back to Cleveland? He was,
and part of that is manufactured. Like part of that is manufactured. Like,
what is?
No, what that's part of LeBron brand building. He went back to the city of Cleveland, promised that goes into his whole
narrative.
Life narrative.
Yeah, hold on, but wait. But you gotta give him credit for succeeding, bro. Like he did.
No, I'm giving him credit for succeeding. I'm just talking about the support.
Nah, hold on. Jordan,
no, he just called this nigga
I'm saying most of the support.
Yeah, he did. That was crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
Nah, but we can't. But Rage Man, this is when you gotta subside your hate and your whatever the top 30.
I don't hate
where's he at? Top 50? Does he make top 50 in your list? Because you got.
He better be top 12, Rage.
No, he's top 15.
Okay, so but look, even Jordan, nobody had the balls to do this as a superstar. Like I gotta give him credit for that.
No, I just said
I missed that part.
I said that whole decision, the whole player movement, that's his greatest contribution. Nothing on the court, that's his greatest contribution to basketball. And in my opinion, he's tarnishing that by doing all this and continuously failing.
Yo, Ray.
That's my opinion. I give him credit.
Turbo got the Cavs hat on.
Huh?
Turbo got the Cavs hat on. Let me ask you this, okay? I'm going to ask you.
Only because it's matching my shirt. I have the no.
Yeah, that's a nice hat, Turbo. Yeah, you look nice.
I have the no front, so you know.
I want you to tell me if you think they're better than LeBron. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
All time.
Yeah.
All right, MJ.
Yeah.
Bill Russell.
Yeah.
Kareem.
Yeah.
Magic.
Yep.
Larry.
Yep.
Will Chamberlain.
Yep.
Hakeem Olajuwon.
Yep.
Kobe.
That's interchangeable, but I'm leaning with LeBron. I'm leaning with LeBron on that one.
Wow. Okay.
Well, no, really. Consider how his career panning out. I might lead Kobe, honestly.
Okay, so we'll leave.
That was interchangeable.
We'll table that one. Who am I forgetting, guys? Anybody early?
Shaq.
Yes.
Shaq. Okay. Duncan.
Tim Duncan.
Yes.
Steph. Don't tell me Steph Curry.
His career not over. So at this moment,
LeBron over Curry right now. Come on.
I give it to LeBron, but I give it to LeBron.
Dr. J.
Yeah, LeBron.
So he is in your top 10.
No,
unless you have Oscar Robertson and Jerry West over him.
I have Oscar Robertson in my top 10. I think Oscar Robertson is a overall better player than LeBron. I think I said it before. Their career, I don't know. This whole LeBron MJ comparison is so invalid. They don't even play the same.
They don't. It's a weird comparison, but
and the correlation to free agency and how many championships they won. LeBron is a bastardized Oscar Robertson.
Okay.
He is where if Oscar Robertson had every advantage.
Wow.
He's a bastard.
He's your 10th best player, though.
This guy is
wait, hold on.
You're amazing.
Wait. Listen to what I'm saying.
Amazing journalist. You're amazing. This dude is amazing right here.
I just never heard a basketball player referred to as a bastard. That's crazy.
Y'all know how we do the hypothetical time machine thing?
He's a hypothetical bastard.
You put Oscar Robertson in a time machine with free agency, the thing he always wanted, and he just abused it. That's LeBron.
Without a father. Like, I don't know what are you talking, Rageman? What are you talking about? Rageman is crazy.
No,
give LeBron Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and see how many chips he get.
He got to choose his team for 13 years. I'm not
exactly. Come on, man.
I'm not buying that. He got to choose his team for 13 years. I'm not buying that.
He kind of did try to choose his Kareem with AD Rockstar, man. That shit blew up in his face, motherfucker.
No,
what you talking
and then blow up. He got a chip.
You got a chip. But listen, you got him top 10.
Nah.
Right there. You had him in your top 10 or 11th lowest if you have Kobe over him. So I found
my top 10. I can tell you my top 10 right off bat.
Go ahead, say it. Let's hear it. Go ahead. Come on, let's go.
My top 3 interchangeable is Michael Jordan, Bill Russell, Kareem. Number 4 and 5. You can't name the two without Magic and Bird. 5.
Great top 5.
Well, yeah, that is 5. 6, I have Tim Duncan. 7, I have Wilt Chamberlain. 8, I have Shaq. 9, I have Akeem Olajuwon. 10, I got Oscar Robertson. That's my top 10. Then 11,
Kobe and Bron for Oscar.
Then 11
is rare.
11, I got Moses Malone. Wait, who? Who is my?
Olajuwon lost way more than Bron did.
Lost what?
In the NBA.
In general. But see, now here's what I don't like though with
LeBron.
How's
Raymond judging LeBron?
He didn't have the help. I'm
He
judging
did have help. What are you talking about?
I'm judging the whole totality.
Right. In totality, how many? In totality, he played 18 years and got 2 chips. That's a whole lot of years of losing by your standards. By how you do it.
LeBron has had the most help of anybody and got the most losses.
Kevin Durant has the most
of
help
a superstar.
I think that's the problem with your. That's the problem with everybody's list, though, Rage Man.
I don't mind Rage Man's list. I'd have LeBron over Oscar Robertson, but the other guys,
do. You can't say Akeem. You can't say Akeem and who else is in there?
Akeem's got no argument.
No.
Akeem not top 10.
LeBron has been in his prime for like
2 ways.
What is his prime?
Did you watch Akeem Olajuwon when he was younger? Did you go back and watch it? He got kicked out of a finals game. Like he had to get over a hump too. I'm the biggest Akeem fan, but after 10 years, what happened? You can't. After 10 years, happened with LeBron. He was still in the championship contention. He put any team in championship contention after 10 years. We can't say that about Akeem. So same thing with somebody else you mentioned.
He didn't have help.
I ain't talking about No. I'm talking about without help.
Didn't Hakeem get drafted?
LeBron, hold on. 10 years in, without help, you're drafting LeBron before everybody. What are you talking about right now?
No, you're not.
Time out.
Okay,
yes,
so you're not.
Crazy, bro.
You don't make no sense.
He's not. No, leave it.
You're not right. You're not. But
hold on. Say it again. Hold on. Say it again. What you said about drafting? Say it again.
Yeah. What did you
after let's say 14 years. After 14 years in the league, LeBron year 14.
Now you're taking it to 14.
Whatever the fuck you want to do. You want to do 10? Let's do 10 years.
Let's do ridiculous. It's not a favorite argument as much as you think.
No, but because 10 years, Elijah was 94, right? But after that, LeBron has another 10-year career.
Okay, we're comparing longevity from a guy that drafted in 80.
No, whoa. This is again. This is why it's like I love Akeem, but this is why he can't. This is what LeBron has over him. Don't just say, "Oh, it's longevity." No, it's a huge longevity.
He didn't go to college. Came in
beyond perspective are inconsistent because you say this with LeBron, but when it comes to Kobe, no. Even though Kobe's longevity is better than Akeem's too.
No, actually, I'm not. Actually, once again, you failed to listen to it again. I'll take LeBron's first 10 years than Kobe's first 10 years. I'll take LeBron's second 10 years and then Kobe's second 10 years. You don't listen, Dom. Kobe's not on this level. I hate to break it.
I'm not hearing that shit because I watched him play every night. Okay. I watched this fool LeBron play every night, quit left and right.
It's closer than you think, It's
Hold on, Rage. Hold on. Let Dom finish. Hold on, go ahead.
AllBallTV is on fire, baby.
Has he quit in the playoffs? Quit on his team. I'm being real honest here. How many times has he fucking quit on his team? 2010 he quit, but now we're gonna say it's because Delonte banged his mom. He quit.
Let me pick you real quick, Don.
2011. I don't want to say he quit, but he folded like a chair.
Yo, that's a great reason to quit, though. You
gave up in the second half.
Hold on. But here's my thing. Well, Mel, here's my thing. Kobe would not be in that position. He doesn't put you in that position. Period. He doesn't. Physically, he's not doing that. This is what y'all missing. LeBron's he's an alien.
No. Hold on.
The Kobe and LeBron thing is closer than a lot of people think. Like, in my opinion, I think both of them, like, among all-time greats, like, them two are, like, in their own different way, they are two of the most overrated all-time greats. But putting them head-to-head career, like, it's closer than a lot of people think.
Yo,
hold on. Let me ask y'all.
This wasn't even supposed to be a topic. This was supposed to be a 2-minute topic. Remember? We've been here 40 minutes talking about this already.
All right, hold on. Let me ask y'all a question. All these great players that people say LeBron, have better careers than. Now, I'm gonna agree. Yeah, longevity. I give you that. But let's be realistic. What if everybody did what LeBron did? What if everybody picked and chose the superstars they want to play with? Like. Why do we never factor that in? Like, what if? Hold on. Wait, I let everybody yell and talk. Let me just finish. I'll be quick. What if Kobe said, I want to play with Steph Curry and Kevin Durant. Like, all jokes aside. Like, what if everybody else did
got
that?
crucified.
No. Forget crucified. How many rings he would have won? How long would his career have been? What if Akeem Olajuwon said, I'm going to team up with Jordan?
Which that could have happened. That's the crazy part.
No, but I'm saying, but this is what LeBron does, which I don't knock him. But we can't be like, LeBron pick and chooses where he wants to go, and he's not going unless it's a super team and the odds is heavily in his favor. That's what he does.
Teams? He played on one super team. He had a super team his whole career.
He literally pushed
a super team his whole career. What are you talking about, nigga?
Who?
LeBron. LeBron played with a super team his whole career.
No, he didn't.
That's what you're talking. That's what you talking
Hold
about.
Hold on. Y'all ready? Hold on. Watch this. You ready? All right, Mel, you ready? Let's go with his first 7 years, like every other player, Jordan, all these guys, the first 7, 8 years, they don't win. Okay, boom.
No all-star.
Let me finish. Can I finish? Once again, he started the super team thing with Cleveland when he put together Kyrie and Kevin Love. That's a fact. He didn't want Wiggins. He wanted Kevin Love because at that time, Kevin Love was an all-star and was a beast.
Wait.
No, wait. Let me finish. I'll let y'all yell. Bro, can I finish?
There's no argument to what he said.
Running through the East. He was running through the East by himself.
Can I finish? Once again, I'll let y'all
squad it up
yell.
for LeBron. The Celtics squatted up, and then he squatted up.
Once again, he attempted to create a super team in Cleveland. That was the purpose.
And Boston was already there.
Yo, go ahead, Mel. Go ahead and finish, bro. I'm not going to yell and argue with you, bro. Like, come on, man. I'm not. I'm just not. No, don't do that.
No, go ahead, but you're not saying facts.
Yes, he is, though.
No, Mel, the difference is, man, y'all like to conflate.
Don't do that, Mage, man. How dare you? Oh, go ahead, Allball. We told you to see an IG, motherfucker.
No. Take him off. Take him off.
My bad, Ray.
Take him off. Yeah.
Are you muting me? Oh, no.
Sorry, man. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. The biggest difference between them two is that at the time, KG and Ray Allen, they were veterans. They was like 10 years in, and those was like trades. Chris Bosh and LeBron, they assembled as free agents in the prime of their game.
Rageman, stay right there. Now watch this. Stay right there. When was LeBron's first championship? What was the year?
Appearance?
No. When he won the championship, what was his first championship?
2012.
So we in 2023. That's 11 years. He created a super team in Cleveland. He went to Miami. That's clearly a super team. He attempted to create a super team in Lakers and it backfired. He tried to call Kawhi Leonard. He tried to call Paul George. He's been trying to get Dame Lillard. Bruh, this is what he does.
Russ.
Once again, Russ, but that's what my point, Dom. It backfired. My point is this. They damn near begged and stole Anthony Davis from New Orleans. Like, let's not do this. Let's not do this. If nobody else did what he did, if Jordan, Keem Olajuwon, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Charles Barkley, all these guys, what if they all just said, yo, I'm going to go over here? What if Charles Barkley said when he lost to Chicago and Phoenix with the Suns, what if he went to the Bulls and won 7 rings? Like, come on, bro. We can't gloss over that. We can't. This is what he do. This is why I'm not a fan of him. He's great. I have him in my top 10. I don't have him like 1 through 5, and he just made my top 10 because of this. Now, is it smart on his behalf? Yes, I don't knock it. But just how we look at everybody else, chips with them asterisks on it, some of his got that on it. I'm sorry.
No way.
He ain't getting nothing. He got one joint fair and square, and that's the 73-9 Golden State Warriors. All them other joints?
If that shit.
I'll say this. I loved your piece. Allball, me say one sentence. I loved your piece. I disagree with the asterisk on the rings. I give him his credit for his rings.
Me too. Can't discredit nobody rings.
No, okay. Yeah, I don't discredit the rings. The only thing I'll say is that's mainly the reason why I turned on LeBron a little bit. Is the older I got, I started to see that his whole MO ever since that move is play with the best as opposed to compete against the best. And that's just not what I'm about, and that's not how I was raised. When he tried to get Kawhi Leonard, I knew he was no better than Durant when he tried to do that. And that's when I lost it. I lost all my love for him.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mel.
I didn't get that final part with Kawhi Leonard and KD.
He had already gone Davis, and he wanted to get Kawhi as well.
Yeah, he called Kawhi Leonard.
Was LeBron James, Delonte West, and who else was over there? Was that a super team?
No.
Mo Williams.
They also didn't win the championship.
J.J. Hickson.
Because they played against a super team.
Who?
The Boston Celtics.
They were not a super team, bro.
Listen,
there was a team of veterans, bro, who assembled to have the greatest
you have
team
three or more Hall of Famers, when your team
were veterans, bro.
Okay, then Mel. So
they were not in their prime. That was not a super team.
Last year's Lakers had 5 Hall of Famers.
Hey, Dom, hold on, y'all.
And everybody said it was a super team.
Watch this.
If you're consistent,
now watch this. Now watch this. Everybody say that Boston was super team. Now watch this. Rondo was a rookie. Right. Big Baby Davis was a rookie.
Right.
Ray Allen.
Rondo was not a rookie.
Right. He didn't win the year he was a rookie. Rookie, they won 20 games.
Rondo was not a rookie.
Second year?
Rondo came out at least third year.
Rondo came out in 05.
Let me see. I'm about to check.
Yeah, because Rondo played with Al Jefferson when they traded him to Minnesota.
Rookie year, they won 13
Boston team they lost? Was it P.J. Brown and all of them was over there?
Second season.
Rasheed Wallace. Second season.
What are you guys talking about?
Yeah, that was his.
What year was Rondo in?
That was
Rondo
his second season.
When they won the championship, he was in his second season.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Come on. That's
06. Okay, so he came out.
Where's the super team?
Hold on, but he's Rondo. Nah, that Boston team was. I don't think if you're gonna talk about it, if you don't think they assembled it, that's one thing. If you're gonna tell me KG in his prime, Ray Allen at the end of his prime, Paul Pierce is still Paul Pierce, and Rondo.
That was KG.
KG was not in his prime.
KG was at the end of his prime, bro. It took him to tear his knee up. How old was KG over there in Boston?
34, 35.
He was not 35.
Like, come on, man. That's
he came in 90. He came in 95 at 18 years old.
He was like 31.
So that's your prime.
Wait a minute.
That's your prime, and he's one of the best, if not.
Thank you.
I'm out. Go look it up. Go look it up if you want to. I'm not holding on.
No. You're right. He was still.
Hold on. No. Hold on. If he came in at 18, and then that's 31. That's 13 years in. You in your prime in 13 years?
Yes, you in your prime between 27 and 35.
Basketball, that's the twilight of your prime.
No, stop it.
No.
Stop it. You are not in your prime in 13 years. Stop.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. What are you talking about?
When you're
ball.
He was defensive player of the year.
When you come from high school, yes, you can be. Kobe was in his prime still in 13th year. LeBron was still in his prime 13th year. Kobe in his 13th year was 2009. LeBron in his prime 13th year was 2016.
But listen, Dom, the two guys you're naming is arguably top 10 greatest of all time.
Garnett could be top 20.
No, he can't. It's not even close. Stop.
Hey, I'm actually not doing that. I love KG. I'm happy you're pushing back because these motherfuckers out here on Gen Z Twitter have tried to.
You kidding me? And I'm a big KG fan. He is not no top 20 all time. Is you kidding me? No.
Hold on. First of all, First of all, KG has a chance at top 20. Once again, y'all take. Hold on, y'all been taking Kevin Durant out of nowhere to jump into top 20. Like how is he way better than Kevin Garnett? He don't play defense like Garnett.
Hold on. Watch this. We got through 10 a little while ago. Now we didn't even name Charles Barkley, Dirk Nowitzki. Like we didn't even go there.
That's a great
way. Hold on. We didn't put Steph Curry.
Let's talk about them.
Let's talk power forwards.
I've been saying this. Ask Dom. How are you just? And again, Moses Malone. You mentioned Moses Malone.
Hold on.
Right,
we missed out Isaiah Thomas. How we miss Isaiah Thomas?
Yeah,
Isaiah Thomas might not make top 20. What are we talking about right now? Isaiah Thomas, Isaiah Thomas had 10 good years, bro. What are you guys talking about?
Whoa.
Dennis Rodman is top 20 in my book.
Oh,
he's not in mine.
He's not in mine.
If you got Dennis Rodman better than Kevin Garnett, now we're really going.
Wow.
That's crazy.
This is really wild.
Come on, man.
Isaiah beat Magic, Bird, and Jordan in his prime. He's
look.
I
see what Fabe's saying. I was saying it earlier. Nobody has a lock spot because everybody else is still playing. So he might just get asked out, like, cause that's what he just did in my top 15. What Curry just won. I took Zeke down a step.
And to act like, just like you saying right now, right? It's arguable. Let's say it's arguable. Whoever you got, Zeke or KG, Dirk, Charles Barkley, these are all arguable for top 20. All of them. I'm not. If you have them in there, cool. But I don't like David Robinson, but he's arguable. You can argue that. Why is KD leaving? All right. So now when we talk about the Celtics being a super team, yo, dog, like my man just said right now, defensive player of the year.
Let me just say this too about this.
But look though.
Which one have we mentioned that have been the defensive player of the year?
No, I'm glad you just brought that up, though, Faye, because look, you might just look up his career up to that point. Let's look at the years after. The next year after they won the championship, he get hurt, cost him chip. Then
that's
went down. So you can consider that was on. He was on the end of his prime.
You just made my point.
You just kind of validated what he was saying.
Wait,
the start of the downfall for Garnett. I will say this, and let me just be clear about this 08 team. They were one of the most stacked teams in the history of basketball, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Yeah,
James Posey.
I'll tell you why they
Thank you.
Rondo was not as good as everybody remembers that year. After the next year when he played against Rose, he got a lot better. But Perkins was the best version of himself, very solid role player. I know he says clown shit on TV now, but he was a really solid role player. And then their bench was so loaded that Tony Allen wasn't even getting minutes. That's how loaded they were. They had Cassell, they had dogs, they had Eddie House, James Posey would be getting $20 million a year today, minimum.
Thanks.
Also Tony Allen.
That'll make them a super team. There was a team of veterans.
Well, here's the thing. If you're
super role player, you can't look at the Mavericks from 2011 and not look at Boston and not say they had super role players, bro. James Posey, do you know who James Posey was?
That'll make them a super team, though.
Well, Rage. If your definition of a super team is that the players assembled it, then yes, it's not.
No.
You want to say it's 3 stars and plus role. If your definition of a superstar is 3 stars, they are absolutely fit the criteria. They absolutely do. If you say it's only because of player collusion, then that
no. It's not. No. When you could, player wise, I consider a super team. It's like you got to have like at least 1 superstar and like 2 all-stars.
They had exactly that.
Crazy man. Crazy man. What are you talking about? Crazy man.
They didn't become superstars until they won the championship.
Hold on. Is Kevin McHale better than Kevin Garnett?
That's a great card. I don't think so. That's
offensively, yes.
Yes.
Offensively, yes.
I don't know what that means. As the
that means on offense, he
all together. No, Kevin Garnett is better than Kevin.
Garnett's probably better. But the only thing with McHale that hurts him is we never saw him play by himself without Bird.
He's also defensively not doing what KG. KG locked up T-Mac.
He's not a great. He's still all defensive player though.
LeBron James.
He's not doing this.
I'm not saying he's better than Garnett, but he's an all defensive player. Like, let's stop knocking white old guys from.
Okay, I'm not. First of all, it's not because he's white. Because Bobby Jones is all defensive team ever. Bobby Jones is amazing. So when I talk, he's like Kawhi before Kawhi. So we're not talking about that. Kevin McHale is not on Bobby Jones or Kevin Garnett's level. Nowhere near it. Watch the fucking tape. This ain't that hard.
No,
that's it.
KG,
he ain't nowhere near damn Bobby Jones.
Bobby Jones is crazy.
Listen, I'm a big KG fan. Y'all going a little too KG crazy over here, bro.
Dog, nobody said KG.
Exactly.
Who's going KG crazy?
Wait, let's go back to the.
He might be there.
Hold on. Let's go back to the Boston Super Team thing. So you telling me they was all superstars when they came together? No, they weren't.
No, I would put Pierce and Garnett there though, not Allen.
Wait, how?
Hold on. Raise me. Hold on. Let's stop right here because the super team thing all of a sudden gets thrown. All right. So who are the superstars on Miami?
LeBron James and Dwayne Wade.
D-Wade.
2 guys?
Yeah,
no, D-Wade. No, D-Wade was the only superstar. Then you had 2 perennial all-stars.
Right, okay, but you still have in everybody's book is D-Wade and LeBron superstars, right? Chris Bosh not a superstar. Even on Cleveland, let's say LeBron is a superstar. Kyrie won't give him that. Kevin Love really
all-stars, K-Love and Kyrie.
Cool. So the same thing with James Posey was an all-star. All these guys are former all-stars.
Perennial.
James Posey.
Hold on. Hey, y'all know what y'all missing in this whole conversation? Nobody on Boston was ever considered to be the GOAT. That's the point that everybody's missing. LeBron is the GOAT, and he's assembling super teams. Nobody on Boston is ever considered the GOAT. Okay. We have an argument. We have an argument for KG being top 20 greatest of all time.
I disagree. KG's a lot of niggas' favorite players. KG's a lot of niggas' best power forwards ever.
He's not even top 5. And I've never heard anybody say KG is top 5. Ever.
What are you talking about?
Ever?
He's
not, you ever heard that? I've heard that.
Mel, okay, but Mel, we're just trying to listen. It's just conversation. He's not top 5 in anybody's book. He's not top five anybody's book. He's not in the GOAT conversation.
Okay. So
what are you talking about?
What is that? I don't get what
that. We're trying to get back to the point, which is it started with the Celtics LeBron thing. That's how we got here in the first place.
Right. Well, I'm saying that team, LeBron went against that team without a super team.
Right.
No,
so so if I'm going against that, the next year, how do I beat this team? Like he just said, like John Robert just said, that team was fucking loaded. How the fuck do I beat that team the next year? I lost to them. How the fuck do I beat that? And then I win my chip. And then I win the chip. How the fuck do I beat KD and fucking Curry and them? What I gotta do? You can only beat them teams with a super team, bro. You think you beating them niggas with regular niggas? No, nigga.
High pitch Mel is always on a different level.
Listen, once again, if you're considered the GOAT and you build a super team that's different than Boston so-called super team, none of them is the GOAT. Like I said, KG is arguably top 20 greatest all time. Ray Allen is arguably top 5. Nobody disputes D-Wade is the third best shooting guard of all time. Like, come on, man. What are we talking about? LeBron is considered the GOAT. Paul Pierce is not considered the GOAT. Ray Allen, KG is not considered the GOAT.
So who's considered the GOAT with that Cleveland team and gonna beat that Boston team? We only got Kareem, Jordan, and LeBron. So which one of these three are beating that Boston team with that Cleveland team? Talking about that Cleveland team. Since the GOAT's supposed to be the GOAT is if that's what we're talking about, the GOAT. That has nothing to do with the GOAT. That's been my point. And Dom knows this. That ain't got nothing to do with that shit.
Wait, are we saying that?
Go ahead, Dom. No, go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say, are we saying that the 08 Cavs should have beaten Boston?
I think that's the argument for against LeBron.
All right,
go ahead.
Let me ask y'all a question. And so, my thing is this: look what Detroit did to LA. So it is possible. It's possible.
They had.
Hold on. I'm not listening. I'm not comparing Rasheed Wallace and them to them. I'm not doing that. I'm just saying you could be favorably underdogs, and it's possible. I'm saying if you the GOAT, go out there and be the GOAT. I'm tired of hearing excuses. This nigga only wins with super teams. That's it. He don't win with no regular teams. Super teams. That's it. That's it.
I'm gonna say this though, and even though I think Kobe was the best player in the world that year, I think the fact that they were even that close to winning, LeBron had a great Game 7 against that team. He was the closest team. They were it was a part of it's a matchup thing because the Cavs had a lot of physicality that year, but they were the closest to beating the Celtics that year. Closer than the Hawks, closer than Detroit, and even closer than the Lakers were. So I'm not really going to knock him on that. I see what you're saying, Allball. Like, for example, the previous year he beat Detroit, but it took him going nuclear, like an out-of-body performance shooting the ball for him to do that.
Yeah,
and
true.
And plus, this is my thing about Garnett and Pierce. It would have been such a disaster had they lost that series. I think Garnett was a superstar. To me, he's top 5-6 player in the league at the time. And Pierce, bro, like the way he was closing games and like changing momentum, like taking over games and guarding great players was, I mean, that's a superstar to me personally. But
Dom, stay right there, Dom. That's how we veered off because we started comparing Kobe and LeBron, and y'all think that for some reason this would go somewhere else. Now, going back to the Hakeem argument, Hakeem might take that Cleveland team somewhere though.
Yeah,
in his 10th year in the league. That's why I say after 10, 12 years, then it's a different story. But Kobe's not doing that. That's why when I say he's not in this discussion, that's why. Physically, it's not true, bro. You are Mamba, you everything, but he can't take that Cleveland team against Boston and go to 7 games.
Probably not. But Kobe did take a team to the finals in 2008 with Vladimir Radmanovic starting, and Pau Gasol was a little soft still.
Oh man, y'all love
name the other players too. Please don't name one trash player and then not name the rest.
I know.
Of the team.
No Lamar Odom though, right?
Marham's good.
Oh, okay.
He's not a star.
Right.
Oh, yeah, so that gave him the right to wax San Antonio in 5 games with Tony, Tim Duncan, and Ginobili? 5 games.
You got 2 7-foot. You got 3 legit stars now.
Bynum didn't play. And they didn't have any wings.
No.
It's by the way.
We're talking about the teams back then in that era. All right, it's Kobe, Lamar Odom, and Pau Gasol. Say what you want about Lamar Odom. He's handling the rock. He's making things happen. So you're gonna say 2 stars.
And he won 6th man of the year, and he got snubbed for All-Star one of them years.
And LeBron didn't have that.
No,
he didn't have another star like a Pau Gasol on his team. That's dead wrong.
I'm not bringing LeBron into it. I'm just talking about when you talk about what Kobe's able to carry that team. Go back and I'll sit down and watch every single one of the games of you fuckers. Anytime they couldn't get a bucket when it was counted, when Kobe couldn't score, no one else could score unless he
was down. A lot of people. I'm gonna say this, Dom, and people may not agree. A lot of people overrate Pau Gasol, man.
Well, overrate?
Here's what I'll say.
I don't even hear them rating him.
Yeah. In 09 and 10, he was a beast. But in 2008, he was very, very good. He was a star, but he was still a little bit lacking the mental toughness. That's why he got bitched by Garnett. And then the Olympics, they lost, and Kobe toughened his ass up. And I'll give Pau credit. He stood up to the task the next 2 years. He was a beast.
Pau was good. I'm not saying he's not a good player, but Pau was not a great player. Pau was a good player. They overrate Pau with that Lakers championship. Yo, he got them. Listen, man, that's Kobe Bean Bryant, man. All jokes aside, and Lamar Odom, shout out to Queens, underachieved, man. Wasn't working out. Wasn't always in basketball shape. So let's not talk about Lamar Odom as if he was at the height of his career, at the peak of where he should have been. So let's not do that. I don't mean to be rude, but come on, man. You're not going to take credit away from the Beans. Let's not do that.
We're not taking credit away from the Bean. We're taking credit away from LeBron. That's what we're doing. That's the problem.
No. This is not even about LeBron. See, you laughing, nigga. This ain't even about LeBron. A lot of people, when it comes to those rings that Kobe got, people always talk about, well, he got power and he had this. Bro, that shit was Kobe Bean Bryant, bro. Stop it. Bro. Yeah, them dudes played a pivotal part, but stop it, man. That was him.
Leading scorer, leading assists, just like LeBron was greatest team. He was
stop it.
Head perimeter playmaker for 5 championships, and on the 2, he was the leading assist and the leading scorer. Like, you know what I'm saying? It all came through him. We don't give him enough credit as a playmaker.
No. We're discrediting LeBron.
We're not talking about LeBron.
No, actually, that's the only reason why we brought up Kobe. What are we talking about right now? We compared LeBron to everybody's goals just now. That's what we just did.
But my point had nothing to do with LeBron. I'm just saying, I'm just advocating for Kobe, rest in peace, because every time I hear about those last 2 championships, people bring up Pau Gasol and this and that. And I'm saying they overhyping Pau Gasol and them dudes. Them dudes was good. Pau Gasol ain't no legend, man. Like, get out of here with that, man.
If there's no Lamar Odom, if there's no Pau Gasol, there's no 3 championship trips. I don't know where we're going with this one. 100%. Not happening. 100%. All right, then.
You're not being that Boston team without him.
But you need help.
And again, we can't say that it's not about LeBron when this whole last hour, like Mel just said, has been about LeBron. That's where this came from. We brought up Kevin Garnett and the Celtics because of LeBron. That's where this came from. LeBron James did not have Pau Gasol. He had Big Z. Big Z was not no damn Pau Gasol. Can't say that. And the Lakers had what? No, going back to the Celtics, they had a top 5 dude at 3 positions: small forward, 2 guard, and at the 4 or the 5, whatever you consider Garnett. So
we can move on.
We can't say he's not a super team. And Rondo might have been top 5 point guards back then. We just didn't know it.
Not even close.
Not top 5. Who was point guards back then?
The Cavs.
Who's the point guards?
Oh, Steve Nash is one of them. Darren Williams is one of them. Chris Paul is one of them. Tony Parker. And then I can definitely find one better than Rondo. You got one?
Derrick Rose?
Not yet. He wasn't in the league.
Oh, wait, he wasn't in the league?
Jason Kidd still, right? No?
Yeah.
Nah. Kidd was not better than Rondo right there. Kidd was in his last legs. Yeah.
Kidd was better than Rondo. Kidd was better than Rondo's whole career, man. What are you talking about?
The first year he got to Dallas, he was still better than Rondo. The Cavs. Yeah. I'm going to be honest with you. Part of the reason why the Cavs took it so far is because whenever I only know this because I rewatched the series last year, but it was a genius plan by Mike Brown. Every time Ray Allen came off a screen, they would throw 2 guys at him, and they would force the Celtics to rotate until Rondo got the open jumper. That was genius on his part.
Can I ask y'all a question? Let me ask y'all a quick question real quick, because I see people laughing at my take with Dennis Rodman. As power forwards, where do y'all rank Rodman as a power forward?
He's top 10.
Let's go through it. Let's go. Barkley, Malone.
I was just going to go to the next. It's not top 5.
Barkley, Malone, Kevin Garnett, Dirk Nowitzki,
Tim Duncan, McHale.
I don't know, McHale. See, it's only the longevity for McHale. That's the only thing. Like he got
definitely there.
I'm saying at his peak, at his prime. Of course, we'd rather have McHale, but Robin is Robin's one of the guys that led He led the whole revolution of how to work out and shit like that. He changed the game.
We talk about a guy that changed the game without scoring, man. Like y'all laugh at certain things, and it's like y'all crazy on here, bro. Like
no, I'm laughing because we're going through those power forwards. You put him top 20. That was crazy.
Listen,
well,
Dennis Rodman is top 10. Who's my top 5? What?
Power forward. Since I was gonna actually ask you that next, since we get off the LeBron, the super team thing. Is Raymond still here?
My top 5 is Duncan is number 1. I got Dirk number 2. I got Barkley number 3. I got KG number 4, and I got Dennis Rodman number 5.
Over Malone?
Yeah.
Wow.
I've never heard tough because Malone.
No, Tim Duncan in your top 5 is nuts.
He said first.
Duncan was number 1.
I said 1. Okay, my bad.
But that's it. But Garnett, Garnett's your 4th best. I'm not tripping on that at all. But see that this. Yeah. I'm telling you, Ben Taylor, who was a good YouTuber, he made a video of the greatest peak series, and he included Garnett because he's admittedly a Garnett stan. And I'm gonna tell you this right now, man, it's a good video, but a lot of these Gen Z kids that didn't watch Garnett play, they've taken that video and have tried to say, he's better than Magic and Bird and Kobe from it, and it's just like you guys are out of your minds.
But he also has a video with Bird and Magic, which makes it stupid. And second, he points out all the flaws for Kevin Garnett.
But it's not Ben Taylor's fault. It's just that Gen Z kids with it.
I know I get that, but I'm saying he also pointed to his flaws. Everything I said about KG would shoot too much. So it's just like Chris Webber. Chris Webber and KG should be not close. They should be way better than Tim Duncan, but they weren't. Tim Duncan is like Kobe, where he's going out there to win no matter what.
And we really forget Dennis Rodman in Detroit. Like people only think of the antics. Like this guy really changed the game without scoring. Like he's the greatest rebounder of all time. He's probably top 10 greatest defender of all time. Like these are things that people just don't even care about. And it's like just because
top 10 defender of all time, I agree.
Like so for me,
100%.
And every team that he played for, he played a major part. Like Michael Jordan is not winning those rings without Dennis Rodman.
Of course,
that's a fact.
But do you think?
I agree.
Go ahead, Don.
I was gonna say though, I mean, obviously it's your opinion, but do you think, like Malone, even though I hate the guy and I hate the Jazz, but he had to carry a lot of weight, he had to be he was asked to be the number 1 scorer on a championship.
I agree.
With that being said, was Chicago a super team then?
Yes, we already covered that, bro.
So Michael Jordan played with a super team for how long? And he don't get bashed for that.
Well, for 3 years, because Horace Grant, that wasn't a super team in the early 90s.
Hold on. See, this what we're not going to... No.
I'm just asking the question, bro.
No. See, this what we're not going to do. See, you got to remember, we had this discussion, but we'll open it up a little bit. You got to remember, the difference I just said between everybody and when LeBron does it, LeBron is just going over there. Like just all jokes aside, just imagine Mike just going, I'm going to go play with Magic and Kareem. Like that's what LeBron does.
No, but they did it differently back then. Back then they said if you don't get to give me help or give me guys, I'm gonna get traded. I'm gonna go somewhere else.
Mel, I can't, Mel. Once again,
what's that with who? With Jordan?
All the players back in the day. Kobe did it too. Kobe said, "Yo,
no. That was only that. No, that was that.
When had Kwame Brown in them, he was threatening them niggas to leave.
That's 10 years apart though. That's 10. That was frowned upon. You could not just do that back then. You had to be older. Like Barkley was. That's why I get mad at Barkley. You try to join 3 super teams in the 90s. Barkley is the guy that should not ever be talking about that shit. But Jordan, he threatened to leave and go to the Knicks as like a negotiating tactic, but he wasn't leaving. He just wanted to put pressure on them. But you can't say that he did what you can't compare that shit to LeBron. That's one thing we can't do.
I'm not comparing it.
Hakeem Olajuwon.
That's the question.
The only thing I push back on is I think Hakeem Olajuwon is a case over a lot of players because at his peak, he might be the most skilled big man of all time. He's in the conversation for best defender of all time. He's unstoppable in the post. He's dominated the game in a lot of ways, and he's got 2 of the greatest championship runs in NBA history. So
and also look at that roster. That's not a great roster.
Yeah, I'm admittedly when it comes
rookie Sam Cassell, Ori, I think second, third year, Mario Ellie Hood dude, like Max Maximum dude. Like, come on, bro, like that.
Nah, but he would in this. Like, imagine that team in this era. Like that team was great for what they did.
Elijah will average 50 today.
We can't look at the Miami Heat today and then look at that Houston team and go, that's what we look forward to. We've been talking about. Like that's Hakeem after he gave it, what you call it, the religious thing, religious turnover that he did in the 80s. He was a wild dude.
That's why I'm a little biased with Hakeem Olajuwon because he's Muslim. So like I've always had a soft spot for him. But Otis Thorpe, I don't know. Otis Thorpe still feels like a very 90s kind of player. You know what I mean? Like he's like a bruiser. Like rebound.
Well, I don't know. Otis Thorpe was shooting from long with the goggles. I got to look back. He played for Detroit.
But I'm saying when you say about this era, do you think he would be a good fit for this era?
I'm trying to think. I'm gonna look back at his. I'm gonna look back on his shit. I think Otis Thorpe used to shoot from long range.
Yeah, but hold on, y'all gotta remember, Otis Thorpe 6'10", 6'11". He can move his feet, and he's a hell of a defender, and he's a super duper tough guy. Hell yeah, that's working. You kidding me? Hell yeah, that's working today.
Imagine him stretch 5. Like
he made the All-Star team in '92 too. He made the All-Star team.
I'm asking his offense. Can he stretch it enough? Because they don't play a traditional 4 today anymore, really.
All right, but who was Otis Thorpe for real? Like, let's say he's a role player back then, right? And we're not asking him to be a superstar today. We're asking him to play another role player.
Would you start him on that, or you would Ori at the 4?
You might, of course.
Robert Ori, spam Ori at the 4.
Ori's like a baby Rodman on defense too.
Hey,
you can guard 1 through 4.
Big shout out
Keith Thorpe, by the way.
Big shout out Keith Kloss. Oh, go ahead, Dom. I'm sorry, what?
No, I was gonna say I'm not trying to diss Otis Thorpe at all. I just think
you're asking, yeah.
Stretch 4s. That's the only thing I'm saying.
No. Remember, yeah, go ahead, Mel.
My bad. Beloved was like, yo, he's a big Keith Kloss fan. He he was cool with him. He wanted to tap in with him.
Yeah, I try to.
He's a super Keith Kloss fan.
I spoke to Keith Kloss the other day too. Yeah, I ain't know that. Yeah, I let Beloved know. I just spoke to him the other day. But I'm gonna preach to what he always say, and I think this will go good with what we talking about. So when Don was like, could he stretch? Could he do this? Remember, Don back then, them dudes wasn't allowed to do that. So a lot of them dudes had, like Keith Kloss to tell you, I had a low handle. I can shoot the mid range. I can step out and shoot the 3. They wasn't, and I know you know Don because you go in your archive. Them dudes wasn't allowed to do that. So now just imagine today if those guys had the freedom that they didn't have back in them days.
No,
I mean, a lot of them. Yeah.
100%.
So a guy like,
even power forwards, though, even back then, though, you usually ask your power forward to be able to shoot the mid range, not the center, but the power forward usually could shoot like.
Look, man,
he's a great athlete, bro.
Look, he's bringing the ball up.
This shit, you kidding me? Like, bro,
I'm telling you.
These niggas is athletes, man. Look at this shit. Remember,
and then this is for you, Rockstar Mel. Y'all be talking about the 90s. Okay, look, you got to do with one hand. Block shot. What, are you kidding me? And right now, look.
Let's talk about Carmelo Anthony real quick, man. His retirement, man.
Let's do it.
Sad day.
Tell me why, Rockstar.
No.
I don't like how the NBA just, a guy like that is not supposed to go out like how he went out. I feel like he's supposed to be out. He's supposed to get his own. You know how like Kobe did his thing.
Like a tour.
Yeah, a guy like
him and D Wade are the only ones that like really like had a farewell tour.
He deserved that. Melo, much pain, even though he's still under. I'm not gonna talk negative because we tired. We're gonna give him his flowers. He just deserved more. I just think. That's what's sad to me. Like, damn, like. And last time we seen him play, he averaged 13 points on the bad Lakers. Like, and he still had. I think he wanted to play after that. If I'm not sure.
And
they just kicked him out the league.
You talking about when he was with the Lakers, right?
Right. He averaged 13 off the bench. He was a catch and shoot guy. He changed his game. You told him to change his game, he changed his game. Catch and shoot. Boom.
I ain't gonna lie. I was surprised, Mel, that because he played good in Portland coming off the bench. I'm surprised.
Yeah, I was 15 over there.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm not a big Carmelo Anthony fan, but he definitely had a great career. I'm kind of sad that he didn't at least get to the finals or get a MVP. I'm kind of hurt that he didn't get one of those because I think he had the skill set to do that, to at least get an MVP.
Right.
I'm not gonna say he underachieved. Like I said, man, his peers was tough, man, with the KDs and the LeBrons and that Kobe's and all of that. So he held his own, man. Hell of a career, man. Hell of a player. I definitely got a lot of respect for Melo. I got a lot of respect for Melo.
My question is, do the Knicks retire number 7?
No.
Because his number's not going to get retired in Denver with Jokic being 15.
If my Knicks is a classy organization like I know we are, I think he should. I think his number should be retired. Yes,
I think so too. I'm not gonna lie.
That's wild.
Yes, and no, but I'm gonna tell you why. Hey man, he wanted to come here, man, and he tried to put on. Like I said, I'm not a big fan. True. But listen, man, sometimes you got to show how classy you are, man. I think he deserves it. I really do.
Now you want to talk about ball stoppers, Fab? That's a ball stopper.
Yeah, well, you ain't been watching LeBron lately.
Oh, you should have seen that last fourth quarter. He had. I said this in my live. He had Jokic on him 5 times in the fourth quarter, and they only got 3 points out of it.
I think it was easy to criticize him because of it's a ill point by Allball. You compare him to his draft class, and I ain't just talking about the win, just individually. Come on, everybody's choosing D Wade and LeBron over him, but is he better than Chris Bosh? Hey, that's an argument.
Debatable. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's a big argument.
Yes, I say yes. He had so much more weight to carry in my.
No. Yeah. Hold on, Fabe, stay there. This is my thing. Chris Bosh went to Miami and changed his whole game around. Let's not act like Chris Bosh wasn't ascendant in the league as probably going to be one of the best power forwards at the time. He went to Miami and changed his whole game up to win championships. So, I mean, I understand, but Fabe, that's a great point, man. Like, I think Carmelo got a bad. I think Carmelo, hey man, he's in the league at a tough time, man, and he held his own. I'm sorry, Fabe, go ahead.
I feel
I just think also like I can counter that by saying he made a Western Conference Finals as the lead dog. Bosh never did that. We never seen Bosh as a lead dog do it. So
that's what my argument was going to be. I agree 100% what you said about Bosh. Honestly, I think Bosh winning a championship as a third option helps his legacy over Melo personally, because would Melo have even bought into that?
Right, and we can see Melo buying into that or whatever the case may be. I'm not saying it would be easier to be that third wheel, because you still have to change your game up like Allball is saying. But at the end of the day, it does take a lot to carry the weight in Denver and then come to New York and carry the weight. I disagree with how he went about it or whatever, but top 10 in scoring of all time is crazy.
Yeah,
not in the last season, not in the last decade, all time. He's with the all-time greats in that category. Like,
I'm not going. That's a little disrespectful. He's way better than Chris Bosh. Way better. Like to me personally, I know everybody got their own opinions, but after Wade and Braun, they don't compare to nobody else, bro. But I feel like
Chris Bosh rebounded and played hell of a defense, man. Like
it wasn't Melo. Melo was different.
No,
Melo
take y'all got to take y'all personal liking for a motherfucker out for a minute, man. I'm not saying, listen, man, I'm not going to just say Bosh is that much not better than Carmelo. Because once again, Bosh got that offensive rebound, man, and got it to Ray Allen. Like, plays like that, bro, Bosh was tough, man. And I just feel he went to Miami, and look what he had to do to his game. So we don't know what would have happened if he would have stayed in Toronto. What if he would have averaged 30, perennial All-Stars, maybe MVP voting? Like Melo, we don't know. But I get what you're saying, Melo. I'm sorry for cutting you off. I understand where you're coming from, though.
At the same time, I feel like that's why his career gets discredited at the same time. Because, because it's like, coming in the league, it was Braun and Melo. It was the new Magic and Bird. Like, and then, 15, 20 years later, you can't even compare them to. Or 3.
Shit, 10 years later, man.
Right. So I'm trying to stay on the positive side, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unbelievable, bro. Unbelievable career, man.
To add to your point, Mel, if you want to compare the two, Chris Bosh, he's in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Okay. 11-time All-Star, 2-time champion. All right. But he got 06, 07 All-NBA. He has one All-NBA and he has an All-Rookie. Carmelo Anthony's a 10-time All-Star All-Star. He got the scoring championship. That's 2 things. But he's a 6-time All-NBA. And nice. He's on the All-Rookie team as well.
He got the Olympic, he got the medals.
And he's top 75. Chris Bosh is not. So
but how many medals he got? About 2?
He's saying that jokingly or being for real?
No, that's Olympic Melo. That's what he's known for. That's part of his
right.
And he has a legacy like
that.
Yeah, remember
that disappointed me when he said, "Yo, I'm not worried about a championship. I got Olympic rings." I said, "Yo, what is that? You bowing out? What are you doing? What are you talking about, bro?"
Like once he said that, I stopped liking him. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, what?
Yeah, that's kind of like you can take a peek into his mentality. You know what I mean? It's part like I don't know what this guy's thinking about. You know, he's willing to carry the weight on his shoulder, but what he says and what he thinks sometimes is like, okay, but you can't take 6-time All NBA is crazy compared to 1. Like that's not close. That's really not close.
Yeah.
And that's the writers and everything like that. But now we gotta come on. Like, well, Mel said it with no problem. Nah, Carmelo's way better. Yeah, he might have been. Like, I get the whole third wheel thing, but I don't think Chris Bosh was good. Don't get me wrong, but that's what makes it even more so of a great thing that Melo that was saying he's this good.
Yeah. Hey man, 3 hours in, man. Great talk, y'all. I don't know what y'all gonna do. I'm about to get me a rest, man. I gotta prepare for the funeral services, man. I gotta call the pallbearer.
You got your cake, boy. You got your cake, boy. You got the thing. Yo,
you calling the coroner?
Listen, I gotta call a coroner. We gotta make sure the casket, everything is cool. Come on, man. You gotta get things right, man. Kidding me?
It's gonna be great.
Then we gotta set up for the, what they call it after
funeral.
No, after
the
the
wake?
funeral, there were people
The bypass.
I gotta get ready for the repast. Listen, tonight on live, the repast. You know me, got to get the people together.
Oh gosh,
I'm telling y'all now, they get swept. Y'all better block me. All y'all fans, Mel.
Didn't the lady just said take it easy on them?
Are you really backing up Smiles Wick over there?
Yes.
Smiles.
I listened to the live, man, and after she got up after doing that, Mel was like, "That was really cool." I'm like, "This motherfucker's sick."
No, Mel didn't realize what happened. Mel didn't realize what happened. He was like, "Yo, she's such a wonderful lady."
Yo, we ain't hear from her since. No DMs, no comment on the post.
I have. Whoa. Y'all ain't hear from her. I speak. Listen, Smiles
right.
Morant that's my favorite. That's my favorite person in the world. What you talk about?
Right.
I talk to her. Yeah, exactly. Let's get back on track. Like Mel said, let's get back on track.
Is classic. That was classic. Yo, Smiles Wick.
That was dumb. That said that.
That was ill.
God. Oh man, this is too much, man. Allball TV, man.
Yeah,
Classic.
Yeah, before I get out of here, I don't know if y'all gonna stay on. Who y'all got tonight? Lakers or Denver?
Denver, man. We're on Denver.
Damn, Mel.
Look, Mel sound like that shit just took a lot out of Mel, man. I'm sorry, Mel. I feel bad for you, bro. Now you see how we feel.
It is what it is. It is what it is at this point.
Should be real, man. But listen, man.
At least we're not losing to a team that's, you know what I mean, unexpected.
Good point. Like Kobe went out against, he got swept by the Mavericks, right? The eventual champion. So I think that's a good point.
Yeah. Well, listen, man. I hope I see y'all later on tonight on live, man.
No, you won't.
Wow.
Yeah, I see y'all later. Dom, Fave, Turbo.
Yeah.
Rage, man. I see y'all later.
You already know. Allball gonna be on IG first, and then we're gonna transfer everybody on there. I gotta go.
Oh gosh.
Do some parental thing. What happened, Turbo?
Oh no! I'm just saying. Oh my goodness! I just can't even. I could imagine, but I can't imagine what the shenanigans are going to be like tonight. Win or lose, draw. Oh my gosh! I just can't. I can't wait. I'm tuning. I'm hype already. I wish 8:30, 9:30 could come right now.
If they lose, you already see he's gonna be like, "Yo, look, they fixed it. They're trying to get another commercial, some more advertising out of Lakers.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we already know the play. We already know the playbook.
Who you got winning, Turbo?
You know what? I think I want to say it's over, but for some reason, something's telling me in my head to go with the Lakers because I think it's going to be a gentleman's sweep. But I think if I'm Denver, I think it should just be over ASAP. You don't want to give the Lakers confidence. And then plus they say Obama is going to be playing too. Obama's going to be getting some minutes. So if I'm Denver, take care of business. But I have a
Can Obama lead the Lakers to 4 wins in a row?
That would be insane. Shout out to Harlem's finest.
Let's go. No?
Harlem's finest.
You're not with it, Mel?
New York is in the building.
Dom, who you got today? Who you got tonight?
Thumbs
The
on you.
Lakers.
Wow.
The
2
Lakers
for the Lakers?
Dude, if they get swept, don't get swept. Do you have any pride? Do you not get swept? I'm big on that not getting swept shit like Shaq and Chuck say. I'm big on that.
Do you
don't get
see the
swept.
team
Shaq
they
the
playing,
fuck
bro?
outta
It's
here.
nothing
Shaq
they can
got
do
swept
about- there's
5
nothing they can
times.
do.
Yeah, and it's embarrassing every time. Get a game.
Okay.
If you're the GOAT,
bad.
get a game. I don't think he's the
My
GOAT,
bad.
but he still should get a game. AD should
Go
get a
ahead.
game.
Go ahead, Mel.
Swept. Come on, man.
The Bruins?
When you be
We're talking about getting swept.
Motherfuckers are picking this team to win before the series. It wasn't just like everybody was picking Denver.
Man.
And all the games are close.
Right. That's why I don't feel bad.
Yeah.
That's how he went out in the championship
to win the
against the Spurs championship. Every game was close.
Tonight is going to be a goodie. That's all I'm going to say. I'm looking forward to it.
Turbo's gonna have his popcorn regardless.
I don't think so.
I'm just looking forward to the shenanigans. I'm just going to sit back and relax and just laugh, and then have my water and whatever, because I know it's going to be a lot of jokes and a lot of what ifs and all of that. So I already know the playbook already. So either or, I'm just looking forward to a great night.
The Lakers are -3, so they're favored
to win
tonight.
Or lose?
To win is Lakers -3. So you got Nuggets over under 224 points. That's crazy. What about what we said? Celtics Heat as of right now.
Oh, that series is definitely going good. That now, if there's a team that needs a funeral, it's the Celtics, because that's just straight embarrassing.
They got the Celtics at -4. Oh no, that was from yesterday. So they don't have the odds.
The Celtics need a damn funeral. They need some funeral music.
Nah, it was crazy.
Not the Lakers, because that was just straight up embarrassing.
Yeah,
that was like an APP out on a couple of players.
I think tonight
at least the Lakers will have some pride and show up in these three games. At least they were fighting and clawing and scratching when they could have easily laid down, but they kept on fighting and fighting. They just happened to lose to a better team. That's it. That's what more can you say?
I think Jamal Murray, he either scores 30, and if he doesn't have it, I think Joker's going for 40 or 50 points. They're not playing with these people. Like Jamal Murray didn't have it against Phoenix.
And then if you think about it, and I know Mike Malone before the game is going to get on it. It's going to get on their case. Mike Malone is. I think if Mike Malone wins the championship, I think we got to put him in the top 15. He might crack the top 10. So
all time,
all coaches. No, not all time. But
now,
he should be ranked. Oh, he's ranked as one of the best coaches right now in the playoffs.
Right now, he's top 5.
Oh no, top 5 right now. Yeah, in this era,
I don't need no championship.
Huh?
It's Spoelstra, Pop, Mike Malone's in there. Who else is in the conversation?
We got to put Kerr there because Kerr got 4 in this era.
Okay,
I put Kerr
out of respect. Okay,
Talu's
fringe.
He's fringe for sure.
Here's an argument.
Definitely has an argument, but he's not on the level of the guys we just named to me.
Nick Nurse has an argument.
He's in the same Ty Lue boat to me.
Right, his argument. He's fringe. We forgetting somebody?
Doc Glenn Rivers.
He's -5.
He's minus. He hasn't won a championship in the last 15 years.
Like he has an incredible loser.
Don't even mention that guy's name.
Like Rage Man said, LeBron is a loser. That guy, nah. Doc is the biggest loser of them all. Yeah. So I think we get prepared for tonight, guys. Mm-hmm. I'm probably gonna go live during the game, get some of these damn views up. See me out here.
Yeah.
Rockstar Mel, thank you. You've been growing up in front of our eyes. I appreciate that. God allowed us to witness your growth as a man. Pause. Turbo, exceptional. What was on here? Rage Man. Shout out to Rage Man. Of course, Allball.
Man, bringing the controversy. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, man. He's a Molotov cocktail.
I thought Mel brings controversy, but Mel ain't got nothing on Rage Man.
I think he really tried to he really tried to mix his names with the Rage Man thing. I think every time he just try to, I don't know, live up to his name.
He needs a green screen with just fire in the background. Yeah, Dime Dropper, thank you so much. As usual, being a gentleman and a scholar.
Yeah. Oh,
Flea, Nick Pillow.
He's the student. He's a real student of the game. He said, "Yo, it's gonna take me. I'll be in my 30s by the time I complete all the games.
That's some crazy shit.
All
right?
ever?
You doing Thanks for listening for that, Turbo.
You doing all errors? Like you?
Well,
where you at?
I already did the 60s. I already did the whole thing.
Oh my gosh.
1971. We're gonna kick it into gear this off season though. But here's the thing: what you don't realize is that there's really not that many games for some of these years in the 70s.
Like no, it's not. It's not too many highlights. It's not too many highlights. It's rare. It's rarely rare.
It's just a matter of me being. Yeah.
No, go ahead. I'm gonna put this.
It's just a matter of me being disciplined and
you'll be lucky to catch. You'll be lucky to catch some season games from the 80s.
Oh, I'll get some. The 80s it changes a lot.
Yeah,
there's some games out there.
But yeah.
So I wish I would have seen. It's hard to get through the tweets in the group chat. The guy from the ABA, I'm trying to look for Dom. That Jason tweeted earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't see Jason Tatum say that. Joe ain't missed no shots tonight. He ain't have no turnovers. Jason Tatum defends Joe Mazzulla, saying the players have his back. I didn't see that.
Mm-hmm.
That was nice of you.
I still if they lose, if they get embarrassed tomorrow, I believe Joe Mazzulla is going to get fired tomorrow after the game. And the only reason why I said he may get he should keep his job. I agree with Allball, but now you got like four coaches that are out there. You don't think Boston is going to make? And Boston embarrassed themselves, like you said earlier. They embarrassed themselves with the whole Udoka situation. And you got to remember, this came out before around training camp.
Yeah, but still.
And it hit right. But if it was going on during the summer, why you didn't fire him during the summer?
Well, no, because they that's what I was saying. When it comes to a case like that, it's fragile.
It's hard to, you got to investigate and stuff like that. I get it. Yeah, you're right.
Actually, you're not supposed to. You're supposed to fire him immediately.
But you should have
supposed to fire both. You're supposed to fire both of them.
Yeah,
that was the problem.
But if you knew that was if they knew that was what's going on and was still going on, you should have fired him this summer. Don't wait until the week of opening training camp when let's say if their training camp was, let's say if they training camp not in Boston, let's say they training camp out of town or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying that I don't know. That's just me.
I think
they handled, like you said, they handled the situation wrong, and it's backfiring them. Good. It's good for the organization because they handled it terribly. And like we heard, this ain't nothing new. Because if this coach was white, we would have never heard nothing. But being that he was black and he had success and got them to the finals his first year. Completely embarrassing. Of course, it was completely embarrassing.
I mean, but it's also just the Celtics. They mishandled that like it was a big time. And then after that, remember Danny Ainge left. They're looking for some leadership, and
yeah.
Brad Stevens is leading the way. Like there's no way if it's easy to give Golden State, criticism or jump on them for allowing Draymond to go run amok. And you win 4 rings, and then you know what I'm saying. But I think, come on, now, at a certain point, you got to feel uncomfortable all that shit.
Yeah.
With Boston, the whole organization felt uncomfortable, including the women. I think as an organization, they should be getting way more heat, and they're lucky that Ime really didn't come out, or maybe he's being smart about it. He just wants his money, and he's gonna keep it pushing because he don't want no beef.
Yeah,
because they could remember that's Boston, so Boston is a big time media city.
Oh yeah,
they don't want to go back and forth, and They really messed that up. Like that was embarrassing from top to bottom. Like you can't do that and then you not win, and that's the guy you replace him with.
Yeah,
so they can easily fire him because again we got these guys, D'Antoni and Nick Nurse, whoever's Ty Lue might be available.
Yeah,
this is a guy right here. Roger Brown. That's what I was looking for. I don't know who that guy was until this guy put him in the chat. Jason Levin.
He played for Indiana, right?
Indiana, and he played in the ABA.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Oh, right. Played for Indiana. I never heard of him, but he was all right. Oh, I got it up there. Hold on, my bad. He was all right. This is the 70s.
Yeah.
Look, he went left. There's jab step, boom, going left again, but he finished with his right. See, that's all I think people say. Go left, finish with your left. That shit was like overrated or overstated. They
and dogs, and you know what's so crazy about?
Oh, good move! Oh my God, you didn't see that?
Hey, yo, you know what's so crazy? You know what's so crazy? That people forget they were playing in Converses and Shelto Adidas, like we chilling. And now,
they have to respect his pump fake. They have to respect his pump fake. Look, finish.
You showing Roger Brown?
Yeah,
I love Roger Brown. Best pacer of all time.
Roger Brown, many years.
According to Reggie Miller. Roger Brown, 1970 ABA Finals MVP.
According to Reggie Miller. Reggie said that?
Yeah. Mel Daniels. I think Mel Daniels, bro. All right, I got to go, guys. Peace.
No.
Yeah, I'm going to get going too, guys. We'll set up for later, man.
Yeah.
Mel, pay attention. We're getting out of here. We'll get caught up in the matrix, Mel. See you later. I tried hooping in Converses. Nick Pillow, you are a lunatic, Nick Pillow. But I'll catch you later during the game. We're going to set something up. Rockstar Mel, pay attention. We out of here, sucker. He said tried. You're bugging, Nick Pillow.